Yeah. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a pick in the park. Yeah, swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from Marina, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Vic got that vision, he passing the rock. Trey put from 30 with 12 on the clock. I hope your best player got really good handles, why? Cause he might get swiped by Daniel's eye. Told him don't leave both get open wide. Cause his jumper wet like an ocean, yeah. Chillin' on the fat break, scaring down. But you can't leave on the garrison. Just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from Marina, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. Yeah. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a pick in the park. Yeah, swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from Marina, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Vic got that vision, he passing the rock. Trey put from 30 with 12 on the clock. I hope your best player got really good handles, why? Cause he might get swiped by Daniel's eye. Told him don't leave both get open wide. Cause his jumper wet like an ocean, yeah. Chillin' on the fat break, scaring down. But you can't leave on the garrison. Just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from Marina, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond.
No, we ain't going for that. All that poppin' like you tough, we ain't going for that. Nigga talking about taking, we ain't going for that. Nigga better play it cool, cause we ain't going for that. Cause we ain't going for that. Cause we ain't going for that. No, we ain't going for that. No, we ain't going for that.
So be cool, yeah, chill, yeah, tell them calm down. What I'm doing now, we be running up, get money now, yeah. Run the town, hottest niggas never knew that the chopper, nigga, we gon' shoot. It be money, I be rolling dice, I be taking chances. What I'm doing, I be motherfucking getting them to them benches. Niggas knowing, open bag, shawty, all this shit be stinking. All this motherfucking money, you ain't think that I was banking, you ain't think that I had them franking. I was drinking medication, nigga, feeling like a patient. I was wasted, A flowing, getting wasted. Every time we woke up, we had them bitches in rotation.
All that back and forth, no, we ain't going for that. All that poppin' like you tough, we ain't going for that. Nigga talking about taking, we ain't going for that. Nigga better play it cool, cause we ain't going for that. Cause we ain't going for that. Cause we ain't going for that. No, we ain't going for that. No, we ain't going for that.
boys was cooking with fish grease tonight.
The way I brought the racks out.
Woo!
When we about to rack, what you want again? Ain't never falling off, yeah, I keep the racks now. And I'm ballin' like the Hawk, racks in the pack now. Shit, they yellin' touchdown. Shit, I'm still ballin' on them, yeah. Still ballin' on them, yeah. Still ballin' on them. Ain't never falling off, yeah, I keep the racks now. And I'm ballin' like a Hawk, racks in the pack now. Shit, they yellin' touchdown. Shit, I'm still ballin' on them, yeah. Still ballin' on them, yeah. Still ballin' on them, yeah. Did the dash, stand in the bitch, didn't crash. Molly on the fire, then his ass. Real bad bitch, did the perky dance.
Listen, what's good, everybody? Salute everybody who tapping in tonight, man. I'm gonna say it like this, family. That's the best Hawks game of the season. That is the best Hawks game of the season. The shots was going up. We was making bucket. I mean, you could nitpick and say we was kind of trash in the first quarter, but I'm gonna tell you something, man. And I never thought I would say this. Okay, y'all talking a lot of the names. Y'all missing a name, chat. Y'all saying everybody. I see what y'all saying, but y'all missing somebody, man. Listen, that dude Niang, man. Listen, man. He brings a certain type of attitude to this team, bro. When he dropped that 17, and he was talking cash trash, bro. That type of intensity, in my opinion, is what we've been lacking. I don't think we've been like this amped up, but no time this season until this dude got here. I mean, you got Terrence Mann trying to snatch the ball back from Giannis, Niang talking trash, making shots. We almost get into a little scuffle. That's what I'm talking about. I think that's one of the things we've been missing. It's unfortunate that without him making shots, he is useless on the court. But, I mean, I see him trying on the defensive end. I mean, it is what it is. But I think that's 17 in that second quarter, bro. It set everything off, bro. It set everything off. It set the whole tone. It set the tone for the rest of the game. The whole second half, bro. The whole second half. This is a game, bro, and I ain't said this in a minute. This is a game where I have absolutely no complaints. I have absolutely zero issues with this game tonight, unless I was being nitpicky. And I could bring up something in the first half. What about my point guard? Day after day, all I hear is, he turned the ball over. Somebody just posted the other day in home court. Oh, you like that he lead them in turnover, 4,000, 3,000, 2,000? That dude looked like a freaking conductor out there today. He looked like a conductor out there. Man, he was making some passes that, bro, Dyson Daniels can't make. Vic Krejci can't make. Bro, the dude, he just see that court differently, dog. He see it differently. You feel me? Amazing game, man. And I'm gonna give somebody credit that I be talking trash on. I'm gonna give somebody credit. Credit Quinn Snyder for finally saying some stuff and getting a tech, even though I think he got it by accident. I think they end up giving a tech to Trey, if I'm not mistaken. But I finally saw some emotion from my coach when they didn't call that foul on for Trey Young when Buddy stuck his foot right in his landing area. And he landed right on his ankle. He landed right on his ankle.
And about time that this coach got up and started addressing these referees. He need to address them in the post-game press conference. That's what he need to do. Because we be getting screwed over so much that, bro, that some of the stuff, like, that's a blatant foul. And I forgot to bring that up the other night. When they did us like that in the other game. A blatant foul. And they just played through it and they went down on the other end and gave the other team a foul. It's crazy. But it's just, see, all this time of these years, these refs doing us dirty, they can do. Somebody got to say something. Somebody got to say something. And then salute to the homeboy Zach, man. That boy, hey, that dude turned up tonight, man. He turned up. He showed up tonight. Big. What he finished with? 35. Salute to Zach. And he shot the ball super duper like KD efficient tonight. He showed some of everything in the bag tonight. The reverse dunk, the three-point shooting. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I really have really no complaints. I got no complaints tonight. Everybody did exactly what they're supposed to do. Now, here's my last thing, and then we'll get to the form. I mean, we'll start breaking everybody, we'll hear what everybody else got to say. What happens when we're not shooting 50-some% from the field? What happens then? Because this is the best game. This is our best offensive night of the season. Straight up. But we all know we're not finna finish the season shooting 54. What was the slashes tonight? 54. What was that? 53, my bad. 53 and 36. Even though it sounds crazy, but I think 36 is like the league average by the teams. But we know we're not going to shoot 50+% from the field. We know that already, right? So that's the concern right there. You know what I'm saying? We obviously, when the offense is clicking like this, obviously you're unbeatable because we wasn't missing, right? Everything was just going our way. You know what I'm saying? But the only thing we got to worry about, okay, what are we doing when the shot's not going our way? And I think you saw a little bit of that. We gave up, 44, 45 in the first quarter? I don't think the Bucks scored 30 in a quarter. Let me look. Did they score 30 in another quarter? Maybe I'm tripping. Let me look real quick. Hold up, gang. Where'd they go? Nope. Oh, no, they did. But we did. Hold up. We gave up 44 in the first, 31 in the second, and there you go. You come out in the third and you hold a team with Giannis Antetokounmpo to 17 points in the third quarter. That's crazy. So, the team sometimes when they want to, they'll show a flash of defense. They'll show that they can defend because the Bucks was hitting everything in the first quarter. Let's keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? But all right, gang. Let's see. Let's roll. We got John in the building. What's good, John?
Oh man, I came up first. Well, I had more cuss words to write down so that I could have them starting out. Hey, great game by the Atlanta Hawks. Great game by the Atlanta Hawks because they played defense, got scrappy with Milwaukee, even though they weren't getting a whistle at all. Giannis is just running over people. Brook Lopez is holding people trying to get around him to defend or go to the basket. Nobody's calling anything. All during the game, I was calling for somebody to knock Giannis on his ass. Scratch up Brook Lopez. Do what you have to do with the rest of them. But you beat those two up the same way they beating you up. All right? Referee's not going to call anything? Okay. What do I keep telling y'all? I don't know if y'all heard about the Detroit and Minnesota game tonight where they had a brawl there because all of those crazy fouls, whacking folk across the arm, not even trying to go for the ball. Detroit said, no. Excuse me. Minnesota said, no, we ain't having it. That's what the Hawks have got to do. No matter what collection of Hawks you're going to have here next year, your Hawks have got to pull both of them up, pull the sack up, and check them and see if you got two, and bring them to the game.
All right, that's the homeboy John. Let's go to Juan. What's good, Juan?
What up, man? I see you in the garage early. Nope, ain't nothing wrong with that. let me get a shout out to Zachary Risacher, man. I wanted him to get a 40 ball tonight, but he didn't. It's all good. First, not first, but Zachary Risacher in his rookie year got more 30-point games than DeAndre Hunter had his entire career with the Atlanta Hawks. Am I picking on DeAndre Hunter? No. I'm just throwing out how special the guy is, man. That quick release three that he has now that he didn't have at the beginning of the season, I've been hinting on it. I mean, I've been saying something about it like every couple of weeks when I see it. So it's a good go-to skill for him. It's something that he has kind of what's the word I'm looking for? That he has gotten better with over the season. He's way more athletic than he appears. The reverse alley-oop dunk kind of surprised me. You know what I mean? I'm just proud of him, man. Like, we finally got something to be proud of. Trey, we have him. He's developing to the best Hawk, one of the best Hawks that we ever had. But now we might be on the cusp of having another guy that could potentially, be just as good or even better because of his height and because of what he can do above the rim. And it's just very exciting for a Hawks fan to be able to witness that night in and night out, man. I'll say my other comments for the open forum. Some things I didn't like. I get some kudos to Quinn tonight because 140 some points is not easy to put up against the Bucks. That's all I got.
All righty, that's the homeboy Juan, man. What's good, Kool-Aid? You on mute, Kool-Aid.
Let me get it. Hey, what I got to say about my G Leaguers and my young boys? They got more minutes than the Lover Boys. You see what I'm talking about, man? My boy Zach got 35 minutes. Mo G got 19. Barlow got 18. Guess what? Man got 14. Niang, even though he did well, he only got 15. That's what I'm saying, man. Play big, man. My young boy hey, look, do what Landry set the team up to be. A stretch, big team. Barlow can shoot the three. Mo G can shoot the three. Give them a chance. They 3-point percentage can go up too. Play big, coach.
All right, that's the homeboy Kool-Aid, man. My bad. Let's go to C1 to talk to me, C1.
Man, this was such an awesome game. Like you said, Damon, there ain't really nothing I can complain about. The only thing I will complain about is the officiating because, I don't understand how you can give a foul on a 3-point shot to Zach. You can give a foul on a 3-point shot from Porter. But when Trey gets his ankle twist, y'all swallow the whistle and say nothing. And then compound it by giving him a tech when he justifiably is ticked. That's why Quinn needs to get in these refs' jerseys more. Because now it's not just affecting Trey in the sense of he's not getting the calls. It's now potentially getting him in serious jeopardy of getting hurt. That's just how biased the refs are. So I don't want to hear none of this junk about, well, he isn't the most hated guy and the refs ain't that biased towards him. Yeah, they biased towards him to the point where it's getting dangerous. That being said, he played efficient when it came to his passing. Nearly 20 and 20 again. He was a one-off assist and a 1-point off for a 2020 game and only, I think, 1 turnover. Yep. Y'all want to trade him, though. That's the funny thing. Like, Foot, Juan, Mora, y'all want to trade him, but he's the key reason why a lot of these guys are developing and getting better. I don't understand it. And last but not least, Zach, man. If that boy don't get listen, he needs to get Rookie of the Year. I don't care how good Castle is. Castle's not doing this in crunch time minutes. Castle's doing this in trash time. Zach's doing this in crunch time. I'll save all this stuff later.
That's the homeboys C Wonder. What's good, Ryan? Talk to me.
What's good, Damon? Good game. Good game. It's glad to see Zach getting more minutes, and obviously him playing more is resulting in him getting more 35 points. Good team defense. We attacked the zone very well, even though they tried to stop us with the zone, and we've been crippled because of that. I don't know how Terrence Mann gets pushed and he's the one that gets ejected. That don't make sense to me. But I'm glad the Hawks stayed in, held off the Bucks' late game run and wins a win. I think this puts us over Orlando, depending on what happens tomorrow, because I think they play tomorrow. But good win, good win. Let's keep our foot on the pedal.
All right, that's the homeboy RT. We got AC in the building. What's good, AC?
Yo, what's up, Damon? Zachary Risacher. That's our rook, by the way. That's our rook. Scored more than Giannis Antetokounmpo. Just saying, that's all I'm saying. We actually blew out a team that's above 500. So I don't know. Is that a first? I don't know. I think something was different about this game, right? Because the usual issues we have did not happen. We didn't have any long droughts of no offense. We didn't have anyone for real being taken advantage on defense. They put in Niang. They didn't give Niang any minutes in the first quarter, which was different. They did something different, right? And it worked out. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but it worked out. Trey for 19 point, 19 assist game. Amazing. He kind of started getting a little weird at the end. You know, I don't know what he was doing there, but good shit.
Probably trying to get that 20th assist.
Yeah. It was good stuff all around. He should be, that man Zach should be number one on the rookie ladders by tomorrow.
All right, that's the homeboy AC. What's good, Matt?
Zach, man, I mean, I'm so thrilled for Zach. Like he's such a good player. You know, like this is a preview of next season when he's off his minutes restriction and he can play, you know, his full allotment of minutes and get his full allotment of shots. He's a special player. I mean, you know, like I told, you know, some people, it's good to be right then early, but in this case, me and Mike, we were right and early, okay, with Zach. Phenomenal game from Trey as well with the assist. I thought he didn't try to force shots. I thought, you know, he was efficient with his shot selection, efficient with his passes. You know, I'll give Niang his credit for hitting the shots, you know. But Quinn Snyder as well gets a lot of credit, Damon. I mean, I know there was a Facebook talk about in the last 24 hours about Quinn Snyder and what he's good at and what he's not good at. I mean, tonight it's emblematic. That's your word of the day, Damon. Emblematic of what Quinn Snyder is about. The pace, the space, the three-point shooting, the switchability on defense, the passing. I think we had, 32, 33 assists again. Going to break a team record, franchise record for games over 30 assists this season. So, you know, I'm not going to get too excited as far as like out. We're still going to be a first-round exit. But tonight, about what Zach is showing, what he's growing into, for sure, rookie of the year. Where my boy Pharaoh at? I need you to come on up here, Pharaoh. But the ball movement was phenomenal, and Zach, man, that dude's gonna be cold.
And that's the homeboy Matt. Now we got hold up. Oop, my bad. I know Foot want to go last. We got Mr. Marion in the building. What's good, man? Talk to me.
What's going on, Hawks? We talk Hawks Nation. Thanks for having me on, Damon. Good win. I'm worried about Quinn Snyder. I think he might be using again because I saw him talk to the referees in a loud voice, and then I saw him allow Zach to play more than 23 minutes. Something's wrong, but we glad about it. Great game from Zach. Great game from Trey. Since Matt used emblematic, I hope that this is an upcoming symptom that next year Trey can step back and be the conductor, and either JJ or Zach can be the number one, because we can see that great things can happen if it works that way. Before you guys want to trade them off. It's a good game. Good to see everybody scoring. And Niang held us down in the first quarter, so it was good to see him holding us down.
And that's the homeboy Marion in the building. Now we got Mr. Foot in the building. What's good, Foot?
What's up, man? Boy, y'all so damn predictable. First of all, good wins. I take all wins. But what I'm gonna say, we did what we supposed to do. The Bucks are down and out right now with missing the key players they have missing. So that's special. We supposed to do that. They have nobody else. Their backups, they're not like us. We're better right now with the people out. So let me say this. First of all, I won the best damn game, best scoring game, yes, but one of the best game again. Look who we played. Number 2, Quinn finally got a tech. Y'all happy now? Can y'all stop asking for it? And Desmond, you gave Quinn some credit. We were talking earlier. You've been on Quinn all damn week on home court. Now you like him, like a lot of y'all. Stop that flip flop.
I don't like Quinn. Where y'all get that from?
I said today.
No, I gave him credit today. I don't like Quinn. I'll be fine with it.
Bring him up. Let me bring him up because I'm gonna be quick. You can bring everybody up. But
okay.
Let me say this. I have a different set of standards when it comes to basketball. I expect us to beat a down team like this consistently. I think we did it a couple weeks ago. So we consistent with that where we trick off stuff. So we're supposed to do that. But I told y'all Zach about to be the face of the franchise. I said early in the year. That's who's gonna be the face of the franchise. Then Marion and C1, you talking about we want to trade? Yeah, because he don't play like this all the time. He started the beginning of the season, then went on his bullshit. If you get lower Yusuf and Trey, let him do what he does, then we'll be better. So when he want to take everything, score 30 points, that ain't gonna work from us. The ball movement, people movement, great. But like I said, ain't too much to say. Hey man, I take the win. We got a good win. We did what we're supposed to do. We ain't doing that special, and the shots were falling. And hold on, one more thing. I don't know if I said we didn't play no damn defense. I don't know who talking about the defense. We ain't playing on defense. Come on.
Juan,
I didn't say nothing about defense tonight.
I said somebody said something. I don't know.
I didn't say
anything about defense. But I just want to say, first of all, if you want to get
they did. They played some defense. They did. Foot. They did what they could. But Milwaukee in the first quarter was shooting the lights out. I keep trying to tell y'all over and over and over again, and Marion knows what I'm about to say. Because I don't know whether that was you, Marion, or Brandon that posted it, but Trey Young is among the top 50 in the NBA in defensive stops. The one who people say doesn't play defense. The one who they say doesn't play defense.
What stat are you looking at? Because I got
okay, the stat is block shots. But hold on, Foot. Block shots, steals, and what was it?
Break. Hey, go
offense, taking charges.
Go get the link.
Taking charges.
Oh, it's in the chat, Foot.
All right,
it's in the chat.
You know, Foot ain't gonna really give Trey.
But see this. Wait a minute. This is my point. Hold on. This is my point. Those are 3 measurable things that you do on defense to stop a person from scoring. Okay? Those 3 things you can measure. Now, Trey Young.
What the link at, man?
It's in the chat. Wait a minute. Oh no, you know what? I find it for you, Foot, because it was in the chat where me, you, and Marion be talking in. It's in there.
Oh, okay. I'll go over there.
Yeah, it's in there.
Yeah.
It's in there. But see, man, I'm telling y'all, the Hawks shot the ball well. The Atlanta Hawks shot the ball well tonight.
Defense, guys. Can I say this? Defense, third quarter, we held them to 17 points. Go look and see who was the 5.
No, we ain't hold them to nothing. Them jokers were just missing. They were missing.
Third quarter, they only scored 17 points, right?
That's right. You right. That's right. That's
many
right.
points
They
they scored
only
in the third
scored
quarter?
17 points because a
Now
lot of
let's
those
talk
shots
about
they were
defense.
just
They just
missing.
missed it
I
right at the
just want to
button.
say this real
Go
quick.
look
The
and see
problem
who
they
go
have,
look who the five. Go look and see who the
too
five
late.
was in that third
It don't
quarter.
matter the five. They missed the
Hey,
shot,
the
bro.
thing that I just want to
They
say real
just
quick,
Now don't
missed.
Devon.
claim all on just missing shots now.
All right.
Cause a
Yeah,
lot of
it
our
is.
defense
Jesus
based off of
Christ.
missing
Hey,
shots
they
too
go
now.
Anna. Hey,
Hey,
y'all look who in the chat.
we got blocked shots in that third quarter.
Hey, look who in the
Yeah,
chat.
you did. You
Hey,
did.
y'all look
You
at
did.
analysts in the chat. Bring your ass up
We
here,
got
analyst.
blocked shots
Analyst
and we
last
got
time.
and we got Dyson steals. We got
Analyst, bring your
two
butt
or
up
three
here,
Dyson
analyst.
steals in that third quarter, and we got several blocked shots in that third quarter. Go look
Who
who
in the
that
chat,
five
Demar?
was.
All right, I just want to say real quick. This whole idea of usage rate for Trey, we're developing the young guy so that eventually he can give the reins over. That's what we did with Jalen before he got hurt. That's what we're doing now with Zach and Dyson. It's going to take time. That's why we were doing totally
Stop making
fine while
excuses.
everybody was
Stop
healthy.
Oh,
making
hey, man, and I've
ain't
got
an
to
excuse,
give props
but
to
it's
Zach
fact.
too.
Trey
I
was
definitely got to
deferring when
give
Jalen
props
was
to Zach.
here. It's not. He's
Look at
only
those
playing
scary
and getting
ass.
the
Look at
usage
those
rates up
scary
now
ass
that
Tank
Jalen's
in the
gone.
chat.
That's fact.
Tank, hey,
Check out
Tank,
his
I see
usage
you
rate
didn't
before
show who
Jalen
was
was hurt.
losing all them games in a row, Tank.
Hold on. Foot, it's very cliche is to say we did what we were supposed to be doing, or Trey should be doing what he need to. I don't know how many other point guards gonna give you almost 3 games of 20 assists and 20 points. That's
Thank
number
you.
one. All right, that's number one. Hold on, Foot.
So one.
Hold
Okay,
on.
go ahead.
And I give my fair share of criticism to Trey, good and bad. All right, so I'm not going to sit here and and act like I don't say things about him. That's on the other side of the fence. All right, but it's very cliche as to say we should be doing what we're supposed to be doing because we doing what we're supposed to be doing. Foot scoring 100, almost 150 points a game is an anomaly. That's number one. Number two, Trey having almost his third 20 assist, 20-point game when no other point guard in the league has even won is not something that we should just be doing. All right. That's number two. Number three, man, the Hawks had a really good night tonight shooting the ball. And we also we don't hardly give enough love to Dyson Daniel, who had his 14th game of 5 steals or more. And he also had another game we had 5, 5, and 5. All right. So, you know what I mean? Quinn did a good job tonight. He's still on the bubble gum on the bottom of my shoe because I get mad at him at times. You know what I mean? But I'm glad that he let the Moji and Barlow play tonight because Moji, by the numbers, stay with me, by the numbers, has the second best defensive rating on the Hawks team right now, man. And he plays really good defense as a perimeter defender.
Matt,
go ahead. Please hate.
I'm just saying the minutes are skewed because he don't play a lot of minutes.
Respond real quick. Go ahead, Juan.
No, I was just saying that Dyson Daniels and Moji plays really well against the Bucks. That's number one. But Moji is our second best defensive player by the numbers. All right. Whether you say he played 5 minutes or he played 25 minutes. All right. He's one of our better defenders on the team, whether you like it or not, man.
Okay, let me respond to Juan. It's not cliche what I'm saying because I've always said, listen to me. I've always said that I want Trey to play like this. Beginning of the season when he started off like this. Hold on, let me finish now. At the beginning of the season, when he started the season out with his usage going down, he was doing what he does best. I gave him credit then, right? So, and just like I said against Mary about wanting to train, I need him to do this consistently. I don't need him to do all that. So I'm not. Let me finish. Nobody said. I just slight him. I said this is what I want him to do. Y'all heard me say this is what I want to do. This is how I want him to play. I want him to be more a facilitator and do what he does as a point guard. I don't want him his uses. When I'm saying uses, where he's taking a lot of shots and he's looking for a shot, he holding the ball too long or whatever. That's what I'm talking about. And y'all heard me say that's what I want. Me and Mike said. So it's not no cliche. And then back to what they did what they supposed to. Yes, because we've seen games where they trick off against some unknown just come bust our heads. And the team we're supposed to be like a Charlotte or something. They go off on us. And this is like the second game. This is like the second game where I can't remember who they just played. We supposed to be.
So this is what I'm saying. We did what we're supposed to do. I'm not glazing because my standards are different because I know we can do this. With who we have on the squad, I know, and I've been saying when y'all was last year, this year, saying we ain't had nobody, all 10 dudes can't play. If we can compete.
Foot hit an absurd amount of shots tonight. It's not going to happen. It's an anomaly.
No. Agree. I didn't complain about that. What you said? I mean, didn't you?
My thing is the biggest problem I have with Foot is this: you can't be saying, "Hey, we need to trade him to be consistent." And this is the first time that Trey's actually deferred in his life, and it's worked, and he is doing it more.
It's not the first time. It's not. He did begin the season. This is he played like this beginning of the season.
This season, I'm saying this season after we got to reset, he's now deferred. But now because you see in the results, you want to trade him. Of course, he has bad habits. It's going to take a minute for him to play it off.
He did at the beginning of the season, then he reverted. So until he showed me consistency, yes, I want to trade him. I'm not going to take a game against Milwaukee.
Jalen Johnson was out.
I don't care about Jalen Johnson. Y'all keep bringing excuses.
Jalen is the key guy.
I don't care about Jalen Johnson.
Then you don't care about the Hawks because that boy's the key.
You will hear me pull back. Until he play like that, I'm not going to pull back. Because he's going to revert back to doing what he does. So this is one game. Yeah, this is one game.
It ain't one game. He nearly had a fourth game.
Okay, I'll tell you again. He played. How many games in the season he's played? And he played like this?
Several. Like multiple.
How many?
I'll say double digits. Like he's had
70% of his games is similar.
How many games in the season?
70% of his games is similar, Foot. So just look at it. Yes, they are. They are. How you average? Tell me how you average 20 and 10 a year throughout the whole year. Then if his game is 70% of his game is not similar.
Again, a game like tonight, he doesn't play often. Yeah, he gonna give you high assists and so he gonna give you 20 and 10.
Yeah, when the dude who catch the ball, put it in the back. Niang shot 7 straight 3-pointers that came off a Trey Young assist. Say it then.
What are you talking about?
Niang that scored very well in that second quarter. He shot what? He hit 4 straight 3-point shots. They were all assists from Trey Young. 90% of it. So you gonna tell me when they just let shots go in, it adds up, bro? It adds up.
What are you debating? You telling me on what though? What are you telling me?
Because you know what, man? I don't even know where y'all spend time talking to this dude and spending time spending time to dude talking about Trey Young when there's other players and other good things to talk about, and he gonna bring up in here every single day Trey Young and all of this kind of stuff. Can we talk about something else other than Trey Young? Can we talk about something else other than Trey Young?
Larry, save us. Go ahead, Larry. Go ahead, bro.
Doing right, save us from Trey Young.
You triggered, man. You upset. Go ahead.
Now I'm so happy that Zach put up almost 30 points. And he got 35 minutes. I told the coach to play him 35 minutes. He got 35 minutes, and I said, let him stay in and let him cook. And he cooked. It ain't have nothing to do with no because Trey Young did what he's supposed to do every single game.
Go ahead, Larry.
What's going on, gentlemen? How y'all doing? Guys, I just got in here.
Why y'all let it, man? My bad.
Yeah, I just got in here. Everybody, there's 100. Well, at least when I got in here, there was 157 people in the chat, only 30 likes. Hit the damn like button, guys. Come on, guys. Don't be like that. For real. Hit the like button for this good content. For real. Let's hit the like button.
Everybody on the panel hit the like button.
Yeah, like for real. I hit the like button before I come in the panel every time.
Hey, Foot, I hit it on 2 phones.
All right.
All right. Absolutely dominating game by the Atlanta Hawks offensively. Got to give kudos to Quinn for that. Players shot the eyes out. Even though the shooting percentage doesn't reflect what they did get up 50, almost 53s. The 3-point percentage went down because they was, I understand. Zach was trying to get 40, so I understand. I'm not even mad at it. Excellent game. That's a rookie of the year type of game. Highlight dunk, that alley-oop reverse dunk was nasty.
Yep.
Was real nasty. Just excellent game by Zach. it would look even better than that if he wasn't just chucking it up at the end of the game. But yeah, there's the French chef was definitely cooking last night. What did tonight? Yucca Kongwu, double, good, respectable, serviceable. Moji, being a nuisance, like he almost had a double. But the thing is, his help side defense, you do notice it, but he do get silly fouls also. So I understand it. You know what I'm saying? He's our only shot blocker. You know what I'm saying? Trey Young, 19 and 19, super inefficient offensive game though. But I also would like to thank the refs. That was the refs give like basically how bad the refs was when Trey Young at the end of the half, when Connaughton challenged the shot, Trey Young twisted his ankle. He sat there. He was like, okay, y'all not going to review that. Because you can review that after the thing, then give them a flagrant coming back in. Okay. Not only did they not do that, but they also gave Coach Quinn a technical foul. So they came out, shot a technical foul, and that fueled the Atlanta Hawks to bust their ass. That's what they did. Only gave up 17 points. So I like the fight. I like the fight. Excuse my French. I'm sorry about that. I like the fight that Atlanta Hawks had because that was a game that they showed that, hey, at least for once, they wasn't gonna get punked. You know what I'm saying? Just like John always talking about, if you ain't gonna win the game and win the fight, well, they won the game and the fight. And absolutely, when you have the referees slow the games to a snail,
man, they were
snail crawl in the fourth quarter. They shot 20 free throws in the fourth quarter. They did everything in their power to try to get them guys back in there, but the Hawks was shooting so well they just couldn't come back.
Man, they was in the bonus with 9 minutes. I had to throw that in on you, Dick.
Yeah, like
they was in the bonus with 9 minutes left in the game. Who do that?
He was on every referee's chewing their ear out. Every time they ran by him, he was chewing their ear out. So, good game, good composure by the Atlanta Hawks. I'm more so of I don't think that's what they should have done game. But I mean, we can score, but we all know that this team is deficient with real shooters, consistent shooters. Excuse me.
Yep.
Consistency. And if we don't have consistency, we've shown all season that we're not a great shooting team. So to shoot the eyeballs out like that on the road, that's not what they should have did. Now, I do agree that we all said that we want Trey Young distributing more than shooting. But Trey Young, outside of Jokic, there's nobody else who has more than 120 and 20 game this season.
Thank you.
Period.
Thank you.
What that got to do with us?
That means that's not
what's been the talk?
That's not a ho-hum game. You don't have 19 and 19.
And it ain't an anomaly.
Even though, like, offensively, it wasn't, but he distributed everybody and people actually hit their shots. It's been times that, and that's the thing. Owen Johnson, they hit the shot. They hit the shots. Yeah, they hit their shots today. Trey Young always dish out. He's always, leading the league in potential assists. 28 potential.
20.9.
No, yeah, 20.9, 21 basically assists.
Yep.
That's supposed to be done, but guys miss shots. They're tracking that now. I don't know why, but they do track it. So yeah, great offensive game. I know we had a game like this against Charlotte, I think, but that's Charlotte. To do it on the road against the Bucks in their house, even though they're missing Portis and Dame. Dame don't play no defense, so that actually was best for them. I do find it curious. They made that comeback with the 3-point shooters, put Giannis back in the game, and then we went back up by 20. That's what I'm impressed by. That's not a ho-hum game. When you put in a top, like basically the best two-way player of this generation, and you increase the lead back up, that's not a ho-hum. You did your job. That was excellent. And I'm looking at the schedules for the Hawks in Orlando. Because I love to do that. And it's only 8 games left.
Yeah.
So Portland, Dallas, Knicks, Utah, Orlando, Brooklyn, Philly, and Orlando the last game. Conversely, Orlando has the Clippers, the Spurs, Washington, the Hawks, and between playing Washington and the Hawks, they off for a work week. They play on Thursday, don't play us until Tuesday. That's crazy.
Dang.
So they're going to be rested when they come here.
Oh.
Fully rested.
Or rusty. Or
they could be rusty. All I'm saying is that they're going to be fully rested. So it may
The Orlando games are must wins.
Yeah, those are non-negotiable.
Well, I mean, Orlando are must win, but we also got to make sure that we don't get too far behind because the Bulls are 7-3 in their last 10.
Oh, the Bulls are serious.
So we also can't just sleep because unlike some people, I don't want to take a risk and fall down to the 9-10 game. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
I don't want
to. Larry, I just said lose the first one.
Lose on purpose.
Why?
I didn't say lose on purpose. I just said lose.
Why?
Well, wait
so
a minute.
You don't make it. So
How
hold
do you
on.
say
If
lose?
you don't make it,
we match up better against
if
Cleveland.
you
than we do
don't
against
make
Boston.
it, if you
That's
don't
not
make
true.
it to the
That's not true.
playoffs,
That's not true.
if you play Reindeer
all
games,
games.
if
We
you
match
play
up better.
Reindeer
We match
all
up better
games,
versus
you get
the
Reindeer
Cavaliers than we do versus
When
Boston.
we have Jalen, we don't got Jalen, so we don't match
we've
up.
never
nice.
played them without
Play all games.
Last time we played them, they put a foot in our butt by 25. What are you talking
Play
about?
all games.
That was one game.
It was also
Without
one
Jalen
game
Johnson,
with
But
the
Zach has
put
went
their
off on
natural
Cleveland.
foot.
with the
They
Chicago
put their
Zach,
foot
Zach has
sideways.
played well against Cleveland.
They
Trey
put their
historically
foot
plays well
sideways
against Cleveland.
against us.
He plays well against Boston too.
That's one game, Larry.
Man,
like,
Trey
Without
played
Jalen
Trey
Johnson, the
Boston
only
too.
thing
What
I
you
have
talking
to
about?
go on is
Well,
what we did against them.
We match up
Where
way
is
better.
Mike?
against-
Cleveland don't have
We match
a
up way better against Boston.
Where is
Let's
Mike?
make the
Can I
playoffs.
say something, guys? Can I
We
say
have
something?
more
Where is
experience.
Mike? He need to say something about his boy tonight.
We have
Where-
way more
where Mike
experience
at?
playing against Boston in the
Cleveland don't
playoffs.
have
than
a-
we
Come
do.
on, real
Can I
quick.
say something, guys?
Hopefully,
something?
the writers ain't
Cleveland
sending
don't
in all
have a
their
Jalen
ballots.
Brown.
That's a
That's all
rookie
I
of
would
the
say.
year
Cleveland
game
don't
right
have a
there.
Jalen Brown.
Hey, guys, look. I don't care. In my thing, I don't care who we play. I just want to see who play. I want to see Zach get 35 for the rest of the year. 35 minutes for the rest of the year.
That ain't
I
happening.
want
would
to
love
see.
that.
I want to see Moji get at least 20 to 25 minutes for the rest of the year. I want to see
I
Barlow
don't know
get
about all
18 to
that now.
20 minutes for the rest of the year. I want to see
That
Vic
might
Krejci
happen.
to get 15 minutes for the rest of the year. That's what I want to see. That's exactly what I want to see. And I want to see Moji and Double O matched up throughout most of the games as big 6'11" power forward and with Double O in the paint as being a 6'8" center. That's what I want to see. So that's where we're gonna get our energy. I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna shut up after this. Barlow, and y'all know y'all don't like plus minus, but Barlow was 15 plus on a plus minus.
No, he
And
wasn't. He's
Moji
0.
was 17.
He was 0. I'm looking at it right now. Dominique
I
Barlow
was
was a
hearing
0.
on the radio. They said somebody was 17. Somebody was 17. Or
It might have
plus
been. It might have been Niang, or it might have been Niang.
OG was plus 20. I don't care about the plus minus because we were winning majority of the game. Now all that means is they were on the court when we were winning.
Yeah.
Hey,
Kool-Aid.
They was on the court when we was winning, right? They was on the court when
Kool-Aid.
we was winning. And so
Kool-Aid.
like I said, go look at that. Go look at that third quarter when we went up. And
Hey,
and see
Kool-Aid.
who was on the floor.
Kool-Aid.
Really, it was Zach that really was the
Kool-Aid.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what I want to see this next game?
What
You. I'm coming down there Tuesday night. You gonna be there?
Nah, my next game is Utah.
We got to.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm coming down for this next game.
I got a question for the panel. Since we
And
talking
if I
about
get throwed out, y'all gonna know about it.
I got a question for the panel. Do you
Okay,
honestly think if we can get maybe one more 30-point performance from Zach, he's going to be able to win Rookie of the Year. Do y'all think
game should have been enough?
This game should have been enough.
Tonight,
I think it should be enough, but I'm
was
just saying.
Because you saw Stephen Castle, he had 20 shooting, 9 points, minus 25. Man, get out of here, bro.
Well, the thing is, Stefan.
Is Zach going to? I'm asking. This is a question for the panel. Do you think Zach, with this performance, let's say this performance tonight, has locked up Rookie of the Year, or is in high consideration for Rookie of the Year?
You want to start with? Hang on. You want to do it in order, C, or okay? So Foot.
So I'm gonna say this: we all know what this league is about. Them stats don't matter whether he play good or not. They're gonna make their pick based on what they make it on. You know, that's how I feel. So, should he?
That's the way it is.
But it is what it is. Just like All-Star is.
So was that a yes or no?
No, I don't know. I don't think that had the way. Well, no, that play tonight it don't have any bearing. His play don't have any bearing to me.
All right, Marion.
All right.
I would hope that he can, but I would hope that he can. I hope that we get over 500 so that we can make it hard on the judging, because usually just like anything Atlanta, they try to keep us down. But I would hope that he can, because he's putting together a real good season.
Juan?
Are you saying this last game made him Rookie of the Year? He needs one more 30 games.
Make him the favorite.
Yeah, I'll say with this year. But if you think that he might need one more, you can go ahead.
I think he needs to reel off a couple more good games where he's getting 18 to 20 points a game on good shooting percentages, because Stephen Castle has like 20-point games. That's why.
I agree.
That's understandable. I understand. I will say this, though. I think, to Marion's point, the fact that he's doing this in a playoff push and Castle's really doing this in trash time, because we already know the Spurs ain't making the playoffs, I think that should get into consideration, too, because he's doing this when the team needs him to do it to try to get into the playoffs. Castle's doing that in chunk change. It's not even that important. So I say, yeah, Zach, because of tonight, as well as what he's been doing in the last month in a pressure-filled season, should get a nod over Castle, in my opinion. But I understand.
I say one more game, and it's gonna be up to coach. One more game. He play one more game. Whether he scored 30 points or not, I think if he play one more go and be efficient, I think he's going to get it, because Zach is growing on the NBA. He is starting to be part of the favorite. They starting to like him, and I'm telling you.
That mic here.
Coach just got to keep showcasing him, man. Just got to keep showcasing him. That dude, when he's starting, he catching his rhythm, man. He can't, like we said in the chat. Everybody was saying when he was getting hot, we were saying let him cook. Do not take him out of the game. And for once, coach listened. And then one time he took him out of the game. I said, "Oh dang!" He put Vic in. I'm like, "Why you do that, coach?" And then he brought him back in again. But coach got to let him do that 35 a game, man. He got to let him do it, man. He can't just. He got to showcase the man. Got to showcase him.
All right, let's just.
He should have been showcased a long time ago.
All right, let's do this. Just Mike didn't have a chance to say anything, and I know he wants to talk a lot about his boy, which he should. Mike, did you hear the question that I asked?
2 minutes.
Yeah. I heard you, man. Zach ain't finna win.
What's up, Mike?
Zach not winning the Rookie of the Year, and y'all should be happy. Y'all ain't want him anyway. Y'all a bunch of sorry, famous things.
You knew I was
hating Star fans, hating. I never think Zach was anything.
Come on, Mike, put your machine gun up.
It's like funny though. I wasn't like a pro Hawks fan until
There you son That doggone Mike shot everybody, man. Why you whelp me up, Mike? Come on, brother.
I mean, mean, it sucks, but I don't think he's gonna win though. C1. I mean, unfortunately, I don't think he's gonna win. I mean, the reason that he's not gonna win
That was
is
a
just
mafia
simply
hit,
because
C1. You got done in from the alleyway.
No, I didn't do it, Mike. Have I been on your side and said you and Matt?
I've been joking with y'all.
You know, yeah. When I've been,
oh no, man,
I haven't been a hater on Zach,
bro.
No, hey, you innocent bystander. You sitting in the booth and got.
That ain't. Yeah, them bullets ain't. It say, well, according to John, at least, them bullets ain't had no names on them, man. That's like.
No, that's what I'm talking about. You see that? See what I'm talking about?
I got you.
Man, that's about the whole fan base, but Matt, man, Matt probably don't. You know, Matt know he involved. Yeah, that's about.
And I know you feel. Hey, Mike. I know you feel real uncomfortable saying that, even though you and Matt were correct.
I take it like a man, Mike.
You don't have no choice.
Everybody, I don't know like that.
Everybody answer.
He not a woman.
Not yet. I hadn't answered yet.
I
hadn't answered yet.
I haven't answered.
You know how it is.
Who's next? Who's next?
Supposed to be AC.
I was last.
AC, if you remember the question,
let me get it.
Hang on, let Mike.
My bad, y'all. Let me get a few more.
Sentences
on it.
Oh man, no more shooting. No more shooting.
I got my bulletproof vest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was just my opening line, man. That's all I was saying.
Oh hell, ain't nobody gonna be alive to listen to the rest of it.
All right, but just a little additional to the rookie question or whatever. Now I'll let somebody else answer or whatever. Tonight though, I did get frustrated, man, because Quinn. Appreciate Quinn for he did allow Zach to be out there on the floor for like if I'm not mistaken, like the whole fourth quarter. I don't know if he really came out of it. It was like, bro, it's not really Quinn's fault, but it was a time where like, all right, the Bucks was making a little run, right? I think it was Kevin Porter, like was just getting buckets like 4 possessions straight.
Go off on us.
I hate that man, Kevin Porter, bro. You be trying.
And like, no, hold on. Zach had just finished. This is like a moment in time in the game when Zach is just scoring. He's shooting threes, getting out on the break, he doing X, Y, and Z. And then we just stopped getting the ball. And that's my frustration as a team with Trey's evolution as a point guard. And then also too what Quinn needs to coach though as well though is like I need specific and purposeful like assists. That's not a lot, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Like, no, this nigga hot. Let me on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Oh, bro, like I think it was like 7 minutes before he got the ball again, and he was like fouled on the 3. And I was
Dyson was looking for him.
It was the moment though. I just felt like because we had to call the timeout, and good job for Quinn for calling the timeout. But I felt like I was like, you got to call the timeout because like these niggas not looking for the hot hand. Like y'all just went away from the hot hand.
Dyson was looking for him and found him all game.
No, sometimes.
No, it wasn't the all time. I kept calling out.
I think y'all was going around about this thing, man.
Let me ask the panel a question real quick.
Wait a minute. Let's finish the first question first.
I don't think I finished that one, did you?
Can we finish the first question first?
Is that okay?
I'm just asking. Can we finish the first question first?
John, you can't keep interrupting.
Finish it up real quick, and then you can. All right. Who next? John, did you do?
AC.
I don't know.
Not yet.
I was last.
Oh, AC last night.
Oh man, see y'all about to. Never mind.
All right. Well, because the screens keep switching. The screens keep switching.
Mary, but y'all need to calm down in the chat. You two, make up, give a hug.
I'm reading.
Yeah, we got. Wait a minute.
I'm not calming down.
Can I answer? I need to answer the question.
Dust off my shoes.
I need to answer the question.
I'm trying to catch up to what happened.
Is it question answering time?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Zachary Risacher.
I want to fall asleep before I get my answer.
Huh?
Oh, sorry. Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, no problem. Zachary Risacher, and I have to give Mike and I have to give Matt props. Big props for spotting the talent that young man had early. This joker is lighting it up. Zachary Risacher is lighting it up. Now, to Foot's point, I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do. These people are going to vote the way they want to vote. But I would say, Zach, get 30 to 35 points every time you go on the floor. Now, I know it's going to be dependent upon whether the coach is going to have you out there or not, but Zach, shoot as many shots to get them 30 and 35 points because percentages don't matter. Points do. They're looking at the points. All right? Now, whether that's going to sway the voters' mind, see, Wonder, hey, if the man don't have no mustard on his hot dog for lunch, that'll make Zachary Risacher, he won't get it. You know, they're just that fickle. Those people are just that fickle.
Yeah.
So hey.
All right. Now what we doing? Shoot, things is flopping.
I mean, this thing switched around. Who
Should I
left?
go next then? Ain't nobody gonna go?
My bad.
No, Larry got to go. Matt, what about Matt?
Go ahead, Matt.
Does Matt go?
It's me, Ryan. It's me, Ryan,
and Ryan.
and Larry.
Matt and Ryan. Okay.
Ryan and Larry.
Whoever go, let them talk so we can move on to the next.
Wait, you already said.
Oh, okay.
I thought we were going around again. That's why I put my hand up. I ain't know.
I now turn over the mic to Matthew Gaither.
I thought we were going around again.
I turn over the mic to Matthew Gaither.
Matt, Ryan, and then Larry. They're the last.
I turn the mic over to Matthew Gaither.
Let him finish.
Thank you, John. I appreciate it. I'm going to say that I think this cemented Zach's Rookie of the Year campaign. I thought him and Castle was close, but Marion made the point earlier that Zach is doing it in more, meaningful, substantial games. And so the fact that, like Trey said, this is an absolute. Tonight was an absolute game they had to have. Going forward, it's absolute games. That don't mean they're going to win all of them, but like down the stretch, he's playing for more. He's playing for a playoff spot. He's trying to position them into the playoffs. Hopefully, some people think they can catch 6. I've given up that. But still, he's playing in more meaningful games. I think if you looking at the season in totality, when you consider the minutes restriction he's on and the production he's had as far as the whole player, I think Zach's been the better player than Castle. He don't get the shot attempts Castle get. He don't get the minutes Castle get. But their point differential is not that far off. But the minutes are substantially far off as far as the minutes Castle playing over Zach. So Zach has the most 30-point games. I just think Zach, to me, his resume is bigger. And if he can have, I would say between 15 and 20, stay in that range to close out the year, and the Hawks can get 40 wins, 41 wins, I think to me, it will be very hard to give Castle Rookie of the Year, because what would be his argument? That he played with Wemby, that he has some high, one of the articles I read said he had more highlight dunks. That's why he was positioned to be Rookie of the Year. That's crazy. So, Foot made a decent point about the criteria, it's not a set criteria for what it, what you need to win Rookie of the Year. I just think Zach's had a stronger, December to now, and if you take out October, his numbers and Castle numbers are identical.
But y'all also, just a quick nugget. Castle was voted the preseason favorite and stuff as well. So that's in his favor. Like folk don't really like being wrong like that. But anyway,
that is true. All right, Ryan, you on mute, by the way. There you go.
If
that's
no, sorry, I was talking. I'm talking to my fiance. I'm sorry, guys.
All right, happy wife or soon to be happy wife, happy life. Do what you gotta do, bro.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be close. Now, if Zach can keep this streak going, if there's a chance he could win, but I think Stephon probably has it right now, unfortunately. Just because he's, I forget who said, but he has more 20-point games this season than Zach. Oh, okay. So, but if it's any consolation, he'll make first team all rookie.
That's a lock.
That is a lock, yeah. But still, still something. Just like it's a lock that Dyson Daniels will get first team all defense. But anyway, Larry, go ahead.
Go ahead, Larry.
The voters already voted when the deadline came up. Either they actually voted or they secretaries or Gophers voted. Whatever Zach do right now, is icing on the cake. But I think majority of the voters already voted after the All-Star game, so it kind of is what it is. I don't think there's going to be a fair assessment of Zach towards Castle. I think Castle has more 20-point games by necessity since Wemby got hurt. His usage went way up. Zachary Risacher has been held back by this dumbass coach. No, it's not the coach. It's not the coach. It's not the coach. It's the organization. Whoever it is, it's bad because Zach literally. I mean, if we weren't holding him back, outside the bad beginning of the year, obviously letting him shoot through it has worked. And he's finding his stride, kind of like what Mike was talking about when he was in Europe. He started off slow and then got hot. And the same thing is reoccurring here in the NBA. He started off getting the feel in the NBA, and now he's catching his stride again. The game before, going in, dunking on somebody's head. This game, catching the reverse lob. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, I mean, he got highlights and stuff like that, but I think people have already put in a ballot for Castle. You know what I'm saying? Again, just like Mike said, people don't like being wrong. Again, that's why I doubt that Trey make all NBA, because they don't want to be wrong. And they're going to continue to hold that grudge because it's writers. You know what I'm saying? And they get paid to be right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of is what it is on that.
I got one thing, Matt. I don't always agree with you, but I do agree that Stephen Castle, his usage ratio is really high. Stephen Castle just this month alone averaged 16 shot attempts a game, and Zach only get 11 a game. Man, he also is playing 3 to 4 more minutes a game. So the ball is primarily in his hand now because with Fox being out and Wemby being out, like he is the go-to. He is the guy to initiate everything. So Zach doesn't get those opportunities. Some of Zach's play looks like he is very systematic. Like Zach, he wants to take a shot or he wants to drive to the basket, but he'll do the right play and he'll pass it back out to reset the offense. And I don't like that. And I know Matt, I know you don't like that as well. And so
I like it.
That bothers me because when he is aggressive, he has a very good left hand. He's very good left and right, man. And when he does get the shoot and when he does get the shot, like in his like on his spot, 9 times out of 10, I say 7 out of 10 times he's gonna hit that shot. Go ahead, man. I know you're gonna say something.
Hey, just to add real quick to you, Juan, and you to have something else to go with, Matt, though. What else that you're saying too as well, due to his position and quote unquote, like you said, the role system and everything like that. This is literally times that he don't touch the ball. It's times we come down the court, the ball gets swung, moved a few times, and Zach don't touch it once. And we going back the other way. And there's times where that can happen 2 to 3 possessions in a row. And you be like, what the frick, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, can a man get a touch too? But anyway.
That's all I have.
Well, I just Marion had a question for the panel.
Marion, I got a question for the panel.
We ain't go around all the way yet, did we?
Yeah, we
did. Yeah, we did.
Marion had a question for the panel. I don't want
to. It's a yes or no question. Here's my question. Now we know that the refs was tripping tonight, but here's my question, and it's about Zach. Do you think Zach played the same number of minutes if Terrence Mann don't get put out of the game and we don't start our garbage time at 2 minutes to go?
Good question. I'll say yes. I'm about to say my first thought was probably leaning towards yes because of Niang minutes. Niang, I don't feel like played a whole lot. I don't know. It just kind of made me feel like he might have played him due to higher shoot. But anyway, I don't know.
I think yes. I'm leaning to yes too.
I say no.
I say yeah. I think that I get what Marion's saying about he had somebody's ring, somebody's calling
The Matrix.
The Matrix.
It's an old ringtone too.
That'll be the only reason that thing ringing.
But anyway, I understand what Marion's saying about like, hey, man wasn't there. But I think
Who got that princess phone?
I've seen Quinn let Zach go when he is hot, and one of the times he did let him go when he was hot. So I think even if a man was there,
Ryan was at your phone.
He still would have allowed Zach to do it. So I would say yeah.
Wow.
Ryan was at your phone.
The other mind, John.
What are you trying to say, John? What are you trying to say?
Ryan, you started smiling.
Are you calling me a pretty princess, John?
Hey,
both pretty.
Hey, guys, no, I'm not. No, I am not.
My fault. I didn't mean to get us off track.
That wasn't your fault, Archie.
Foot. That better be the Matrix.
When y'all finish this though, I want to bring up no malintent to it.
I didn't give no answer yet.
I want to hear y'all thoughts.
I didn't get no answer on the T-Man thing, Zach. Okay, I say no because Coach Quinn got no lover bars, man. He got no lover bars. Them 3 new guys is his lover bars. I don't know what he's doing with them, but they're his lover bars.
Did you go? T1, did you go?
Yeah, I said yeah.
Oh, John, you went too?
No.
Go, John.
Yes.
Okay.
Too late.
I don't think man being ejected had anything to do with Zach's minutes because I think he was going to finish the game regardless. I think they were trying to get him 40 because he was so close. So I don't think that impacted. One had anything to do with the other.
All right, I'll see you went. I'll see you
I
next.
agree with this comment.
No, I don't think Zach's minutes would have changed if Terrence Mann was ejected or not. Like everybody said, I think they were trying to let Zach go for 40, but so that's all I got to say.
Hey, I just got a quick question here. I just see.
Hold on, see one. Let's finish first.
Okay, my bad.
Go ahead, Larry.
On the next topic, man.
Go ahead, Larry.
Send us off on another.
He absolutely would not have gotten those minutes. Absolutely not. Wouldn't have got it. If Terrence Mann did not get ejected, Zach does not come in and play damn near the whole 4th quarter. He don't.
Yeah, came out.
If you believe that, you're lying to yourself. How many times have we seen Coach Quinn pull him when he's hot? Like, stop it. He wouldn't have got those minutes. The only reason he got those minutes is because Terrence Mann got ejected.
All right, one.
I'm neutral because it would have been basketball malpractice for him to pull him out when he's with the hottest dude on the team, man. He's one of 2 guys on this team that can get hot really, really fast. And he can put up a flurry of points and he'd be like, how did that happen? That's me.
All right,
Thank you, Dart Buckets. Buckets just told me I couldn't remember the game against Memphis. He got pulled, had 27 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
He would have got yanked.
Yeah,
anybody believe that he wasn't going to get yanked was lying to themselves.
But LeVert had a good game that game. LeVert.
That's why he's not going to win Rookie of the Year because of
Quinn.
I just want to say this real quick.
Quinn sabotaged it.
To Juan's point, it's amazing to me how efficient and how quick Zach can just go off on a quarter. Like, he really is Klay Thompson in a lot of ways.
Hey, C Wonder. It ain't amazing to me. No.
You're right.
It's amazing to me. It's amazing to me because you don't have, man, who have we had like this?
I didn't
His
think
coach is amazed.
he plays.
Yeah,
the way he can score without the ball, like he doesn't even dribble that often, but he gets all of his points off the ball. Like he has the ability to be the most elite off-ball scorer in the
Honestly,
league.
see,
like it's insane.
Klay Thompson's a good comp for him.
He is.
Klay Thompson is not a good comp.
He is, RT.
Klay Thompson is not a good comp.
I know. It's not a good comp.
Don't have the skills, and he don't have.
I know.
He's not athletic. That athletic. That's more athletic than.
I don't like a lot of y'all comps that people be coming up with.
I don't like.
How about Zach just being Zach?
I mean, I feel
that's what I say. Zach is Zach, man.
How about Zach just being Zach?
Just like
Because
Dynasty.
see, everybody. Okay,
Yeah, he
okay.
need him to where
You
he
said
start. No, but
okay.
that's good though.
This
That we
king
start being the
making. This
comp
this
that
is what I be get.
the
This is what I
future
be
is being
talking to y'all
compared to.
about.
Like, no, he was that.
This king making. Stop king making. Let the king ascend to the throne in his own time.
Mike, did you have a question?
With that being the case, do you think?
Yeah, I
Southside.
did, man. It was.
Hey, do y'all think that
It was
Quinn
a
learned
little.
anything?
Oh, my bad.
Do y'all think that Quinn learned anything from letting him play? You
I
think
think
he'll let him
No,
play
Quinn
long?
ain't
man,
learned
kind of
nothing.
stuff, man. We ain't worry about that, man.
oh,
I
Hey,
don't think he did.
This is the organization doing.
I want
This
to bring
is
something
the
up.
organization doing.
I want to hear what y'all thought is real quick, man, because like I said, I mean, I know probably Zach fans are gonna say yes and stuff like this, and this is not a Matt thing, like trying to like say, oh, we can't have both or some crap like that. It's not that, or somebody gotta get up out of here. It's just being in the Twitter debate, I guess, or whatever, talking about the two, and then people hate the fact that you say, but Zach is 19 years old, but you have to like say that because I mean it's just the fact of the fact. But the two players that is basically our future, the light-skinned twins that so many opposing broadcasts before the man got hurt, they would confuse the two like all the time. I don't know if y'all
That's true. Yeah, I remember
they
that.
constantly confused them two. But JJ and Zachary Risacher, who do y'all feel like is like, I don't know how to phrase this as the better question or phrase this question correctly or whatever though. But I guess from my answer should give the question. I feel like Zach is just the overall all around better player than JJ is. Thus has the potential to have a higher
Ceiling.
ceiling than JJ ultimately. Now, this is not to do this evil,
No,
toxic.
it's just a question. I did.
Yeah.
I'm just talking. Guys, all right?
Don't prerequisite your question away.
We're gonna go around.
because I believe that we need both to get where we ultimately want to be.
Yes.
The finals that I'm
Yeah.
talking about 27 is JJ and Zach. That's part of that stuff and everything. I'm just, like I said, I'm just talking or whatever. That's all. But anyway,
Well, it's opinion. It's an opinion.
Hey, well, we'll start from the bottom.
Here's my opinion.
What? Let's start from the bottom.
Let's go in order.
It don't matter.
Okay, go ahead, Juan.
Yes, man. We need them both to be our Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
Ooh.
To me, right now, Zach is the better shooter and better perimeter defender. You can argue with me all you want to. I can bring up tape that shows different. Jaylen is the better athlete. He's the better passer, and he's also the better rebounder. But shooter and perimeter defender, Zach got him beat already in year one. By next year, if Jaylen can stay healthy, I think we will see our Jaylen Brown and our Jason Tatum on this team.
Larry?
I think JJ. Personally, I think JJ is the only person on this team that can actually take the throne away from Trey to be the number one option. The only thing about JJ is his on-ball defense is very poor. His off-ball defense is good. His on-ball defense is poor. I agree with Juan. His defense, Zach's defense and shooting is already better than Jaylen. Jaylen's a better rebounder. Jaylen can actually Jaylen don't even really know his body yet. You know what I'm saying? I think Zach know his body more than Jaylen, actually, to be honest. But me personally, I think the playmaking ability being such a great rebounder is such a tool that he fall into 19 points and he don't even be trying. Like, well, not saying that he don't be trying, he just be like out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can attack the basket. He got handles enough to attack the basket. That's one thing that Zach don't have yet. Like, Zach is great at slashing, catching the ball, and doing something with it.
See,
you
that's
know what
why
I'm
I
saying?
wanted to talk this,
But JJ off the top can go and pick and roll off the top and attack the basket. Now, I think just because he's strong, he can do that Euro or just go up on top of you and dunk. But those type of things, with the ball in his hand. I just think that JJ, I don't think right now Zach, and I use the precursor that he's 19 because you have to think about that at 19 how advanced he is. That's my thought, but you definitely need them. Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. If that could come to fruition, I don't like Tatum at all. So give me another power forward. Nah, I just don't like Tatum, man. I don't like his face.
Okay.
All right. I'm
But
ready.
yeah, I'm done.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
way to be objective, Larry.
No, I don't
Go
like
ahead,
his
Ryan.
face. I don't, man.
I don't like his face. That's a really
Hey,
good.
man, it's a land
I
up.
don't like his face.
I don't like his.
Hold on, man. Let's
What?
go. Go ahead,
What's
Ryan.
up, Ryan?
Remind me the question again, Mike.
Go ahead, cool, Ryan.
Do you like Jason Tatum's face?
Basically, in a sense or whatever, man, just making a comparison of JJ and Zach. Me personally, I feel like Zach is the better,
Okay.
better player, better overall, and I think that he has ultimately the higher ceiling in like just basketball. Some people disagree because they see JJ ability, well, his athleticism and his quote unquote playmaking, but I'm gonna keep talking though, because you also, and Larry brought it up, you have to compare. I think a lot of people when talking this too is looking at JJ right now, and then also too, I think people make the assumption that JJ right now would have been if Nate played him early on. But I know me and Foot
No,
have debated for the longest. No, that's not the case. So
No,
anyway, I'll let you go, Ryan.
it's not the case.
Yeah, I think JJ and Zach are pretty much locked in and untradeable and keys to our future. I'd even throw Dyson Daniels into that situation. Sorry, Matt.
He
Um,
was doing so
it's my turn. It's my turn.
He's replaying time.
But those comps are, I'd probably say the ceiling. And yeah, I think Zach has probably more skill just because, and from what it's seen just by from other European players, they develop more skills. They have more skills when they come over. I guess just because of how the way they're coached, and they're like guys Zach's age in the Euro League don't really play much, so they're always like watching pros and older guys play, learning their moves and stuff like that. Jaylen, I mean, Larry kind of touched on it. That motor of his is just always running, always going, and you can't really replace that. Jaylen gives 100% energy every play, even though there's not a play that's really designed for him, and if they don't run a play for him, he's somehow involved in the play. But yeah, I think with more progression, and if Jaylen can stay healthy and Zach takes the leap next year, we'd probably be in a little bit better shape than this year. Now it's your turn, Matt.
Jaylen ain't afraid to dunk on nobody either, man.
I mean, I would say
Jaylen.
Mm-hmm.
I'll wait for my
overall,
turn.
I think overall, I think Zach is a better player than Jaylen, or I think he has more skill, particularly in the half court. Look at how well Zach moves off the ball. Jaylen, does move off the ball, but it's not as clean to me. Like, he moves off the ball to get the ball. Zach moves off the ball to pass the ball or create lanes for others to take up. So, like, I think Zach is the higher IQ player overall. Maybe that's because he's played pro the last 3 years over in France. Clearly, he's the better shooter. He's more explosive to me than Jaylen. Like, Jaylen might have 30. Explosive score, I'll put it that way.
Okay.
Jaylen may have 28, 30, but it's going to take him all game to get there. Zach, he might have 15 and a quarter, 20 and a quarter. And I've been asking for that for years next to Trey, because you need somebody else to take the pressure off Trey offensively, or even the attention off Trey offensively. So even if you think Trey should give the ball up to a guy and play second fiddle to that guy has to show the ability to score, at a high clip consistently. And so, like, I think Zach's shown that if given the minutes. So defensively, I think Zach is off ball. They're kind of similar as far as playing the passing lanes. Obviously, Jaylen comes over for blocks, whereas Zach is more like chase down blocks. So. But as far as on ball, like footwork defensively, I think Zach is more advanced than what Jalen is. So overall, like I think Zach is the better player. And I think next year when he gets off a minutes restriction and gets stronger, I think you will see he's more consistent than Jalen is. Whereas Jalen, and I've been saying this, I fought Mike over the summer with Jalen. Like I think sweet spot for Jalen is like 18 to 20. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he could do that every night. I think if you try to force him to be a scorer, he's going to be inconsistent. Because, like, if you think about it in the half court, he don't really have any go-to moves. Like, he's not really a great half court player. And then in transition, yeah, like he dunks, right? Like in transition. But like, what's Jalen's go-to move? You don't have one.
What's that
go-to
move?
So
putting in the
Zach,
casket.
at least Zach got the pivot. Zach got the pivot. You know what I'm saying? Like footwork around the rim.
I'm about to say, I give you his go-to move, Dice. I mean, I'm about to call you Dice.
What is it? What do you think it is?
He put somebody in the casket.
I mean,
that's not really a move.
Oh, you talking about JJ?
Jalen. Like,
hey, you saying ain't putting in the casket is not a move? Ask Austin.
No,
Reeves.
like what? Like dunking in transition is not a move. So like in the half court, like what's Jalen's go-to move? Like what can he go to score?
I see where Matt's coming from. I do.
Like, and it's not a flaw.
There's more to basketball than just dunking.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
What? Wait a minute.
Basically, he just said when you cut down when you stop the downhill move,
you're right, man.
You gotta be there. But go ahead.
Yeah, like you gotta have a counter.
You're right about that, man.
You gotta have a counter. And then last,
you right about
that.
I've been trying to tell y'all that. Let him finish, man. Let him finish. So we go next.
The passing, like I think Zach is actually a very good passer. Like if you look when he actually has the ball, particularly when he cuts as that secondary, tertiary like playmaker, he's actually in the short roll for like to simplify it. He's actually a very good passer, like the behind the back passes, the skip passes, the whip passes that he makes to Gay in a corner. Like he's actually a pretty good passer. He don't have the ball as much as Jalen, so I don't think it's displayed as much as Jalen is. But I think Zach is the better overall player.
Well, that's what you talk about playmaking. It's not just simply passing; it's about decisions with the ball.
Go ahead.
My bad. I mean, that's all.
Go ahead, Kool-Aid.
Well, y'all say Jaylen Brown and Tatum, huh? Man, can you imagine? I'm gonna say that. Can you imagine Trey Young and Jaylen Brown and Tatum?
Man, answer the question, man. So we go.
I'm answering the question. Man. I just had to dream a little bit, man. You got Richie Shea looking like
give me any hope for that. Get out of here.
Your boy Zach. I'm gonna say I ain't gonna compare him because I think Zach like this. Zach and both of them guys have a little bit different game, but I think Zach can create his shots with the ball once he learned how to dribble. With more chances than Jalen would be able to do. I don't think Jalen going to get any more moves than what you see now with his little fade away shot or whatever. But I think Zach can do a little bit of everything with the ball. The more he going to do, so I think his upside is a lot better than Jalen. Especially when he gained a little bit more weight. Yep. So, man, I just can't wait, man. When Trey Young signed that contract.
Bro, we were talking about JJ
man. I cannot wait to see this show, bro. I've been debating whether to keep my season tickets.
Man, go ahead, John. Come on, man. Let's keep it going.
Zach tonight might make me want to keep my season tickets.
John, keep going.
I'm ready for that show. Trey Young, Jalen Johnson, and Zach Richardson.
All right.
Go ahead, John.
Go ahead, John. We standing on the same.
The difference between Risacher and JJ is like a Polaroid camera versus a Kodak camera. Foot knows, Kool-Aid knows, and Larry knows what I'm talking about.
I know you talking about. Go ahead, though.
Oh, you do one?
Yeah.
Okay.
My dad might know what you're talking about. I know.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking I was gonna get from you.
Let's go.
And the reason why I say that is this word that's been bandied about around here all year about what Quinn does and what he doesn't do, and that's development. Kodak pictures develop within 4 or 5 days. Polaroids are ready in 30 seconds. Zach is a 30-second Polaroid picture. JJ was a 4 or 5 day Kodak picture, because when JJ came out and know it, JJ didn't look like he belonged on the floor at all. Okay, at all. Period. Zach, you could see flashes. You could see little things that would tell you, hey, he might be something. He might do something. And tonight, what I always used to get on Double O about, and everybody else that used to take 3-pointers, where he fold up like a lawn chair, go all the way down, and then launch the ball. Zach has a stroke. The man has a stroke. Okay? That's what puts him way ahead of JJ.
Long stroke.
Oh, yeah.
Pause.
I was gonna let y'all take the elevator down. I got off. You mashed the down button. You mashed the down button.
Go ahead, John. Go ahead, Finny, man. You don't boy talk.
But hey, I don't care nothing about all that. But see, the thing is, prove me wrong. You saw it tonight. You've been seeing it for the past 4 or 5 games. He's got a stroke from the 3-point line. And okay, I know y'all guys hate to compare him with Tatum and with Brown or whatever, but when they get to the 3-point line and they take their shot, it's not like they are trying to make sure that the wind is right, trying to make sure that they fold their arm into 3 sides of a square and all that type of stuff. It's jack it up, swish. This is what I'm seeing out of JJ. Excuse me. This is what I'm seeing out of Zach. Confident shooting.
Yeah.
And he's starting to get a little cocky with it too. Good.
Yeah.
Good. That's what I want to see. When you let it go, turn around and just start running down the court. And let right in somebody's eye.
He's like, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
All right, you finished, John?
I'm done.
Go ahead, C. Wonder.
I'm kind of like Juan on this one. I'm neutral because they both can do things that the other one really can't. At least not elite. Like both of them have elite skill sets, and the funny thing is like they complement each other very well. Yeah, that's like Jalen is more of like a power finisher, athletic guy with a little bit of finesse on the end, and Risacher is more like a sharpshooter, precise finesse guy with a little bit of athleticism and power at the end. So it's kind of like they're weird inverted mirrors in a way. Like it's just really cool to see those two. I would obviously say Zach's a better shooter. It's not even close. I would say he has even better footwork than does. Like we've seen do beautiful spin moves and pivots and paint very well. Jalen's more like a bully ball person. He likes to just get in the paint and try to put his shoulder down, which is what you need too. Like Larry says it, like he's the light-skinned LeBron. He just once he gets the ball, he just goes and just puts his shoulder into you and just, as Juan says, try to put you in a coffin. But we actually seen Zach try to put people in coffins too. We saw that with Karl Anthony Towns with the Knicks, and we saw that with Shane Goon a couple of games ago in Houston. So it's not like Zach ain't scared to put somebody in a coffin if he wants to. So, I mean, I like it. Both of them are very, they complement each other very well. And that's really to kind of go on a broader point is everybody complements each other well on this team. Like they strengthen each other's strengths and they cover each other's weaknesses perfectly. There's not really a hole when all these guys are together and whole and healthy. It's like you really can't point to a weakness. They all cover each other very well. So,
all right,
yeah, I'm neutral.
So Zach better. All right, we got you.
I'm like, you man, you crazy, man.
Does it see one?
Yeah, I'm done.
Hey, Mary.
Both of them are good. I can't really choose either one of them.
Yeah, I would say that no, I don't necessarily think that they're the same. or even equal. I think that when you look at it, Jalen has the body of a basketball god, pause, but he does. He's 6'8", muscular, athletic. He's like everything that you wanted from Josh Smith, and he can pass the ball. In terms of Zach, however, I think Zach got a higher basketball IQ. He doesn't have the body yet, but he understands the game a lot better. When you watch him play, there are things that you can see other players do that he just moves past. Like for instance, if the 3-point shot ain't there, he's going inside. He's a smart cerebral player, and I think that's the difference. But again, he still has to grow into his game. The thing about Jalen is great at everything except defense and half court offense. He's a great downhill player. Y'all been saying Jaylen Brown. I say more Giannis, the guy we played tonight. He plays a lot more like Giannis, and in that he gets a lot of his scoring downhill. Now,
that's true.
The thing is, that can work. We've seen it work we've seen it work with him, but we can also see the weak points in that. And the other thing is that Giannis is a better defender. The thing about Zach, I don't have a real complimentary comparison. I'm not going to even try to make one. But what I'll say is that playing over the European League, as long as he played, he picked up a lot. And he's smart. And I guess that's because his parents played. And he's willing to learn. He just needs to grow, get stronger, and he still has a little bit more game to get. But if he gets that game, he's gonna be probably a number one.
Mary, I just want to say real quick to your point, the number one thing that people loved about him was his IQ.
Yeah,
like
he's
he absorbs the game. He's a sponge.
You can see it. You can see it on the floor.
Yeah.
All right. You feeling, Mary?
Yeah.
All right.
So
So Mary said the word I didn't think nobody was gonna say tonight, and that's IQ. And I don't think we comparing the players together. Like, yeah, they totally different. But I'm gonna with Mike, and I'm gonna take Zach over JJ. The thing is with Zach, and I'm agree with Matt. Y'all don't give Zach enough credit for his passing.
Together right now.
So that's one thing. JJ is not a better passer than Zach. Zach passes, or how to say it, when he does pass it. JJ passes a lot of time on breaks and over the top, or whatever. He makes some good passes, but Zach's more fluid and more natural. If that makes sense. But I'm not gonna comp them with Jaylen Brown and your boy there in Boston. That's not a comp. All of them, they're different players total, and I don't want them to be that. I want them to be Zach and JJ. JJ to me is hella athletic. I've been saying that since he got here. Skills ain't hitting on there. He's just an athletic freak. And he gets by on athleticism, in my opinion, for now, as he continues to develop and get better. But Zach is just more fluid of a player. The cuts, again, it goes back to that IQ, where he does off the ball and on the ball, off the ball and on the ball. And yeah, that's pretty much my spiel. I'm gonna take Zach on this one, and JJ, and they're two different players, so I'm not comparing them player for. Two different players to bring two different things, but I'm gonna take. If I was to have to pick one, I'm gonna pick Zach. And like I keep saying, Zach is the next face of the franchise, and that's why. And we gonna see it once he and even with this minutes management, I kind of understood. That's why when y'all said I'll be talking about it, whatever, chill out. But I think this gonna pay dividends because they're easing Zach into a role where he's played how many games he used to play, then come to this season playing. So
50.
Yeah, that's what I'm taking, Mike. Go ahead.
All right, real quick, and then we'll let Jay go though.
Yeah, welcome, Jay. Somebody
man.
dropped off. I brought you on the hook.
Yeah. Hey, Carlos Vasquez, learn how to speak Salvadoran because they coming for you.
Let it go, man. Come on, man.
Bro, you can't be talking to Los, man. But hey, but at 19 years old, coming, I like JJ. I like JJ a lot. I know y'all heard me a lot of times before even getting Zach or whatever. I was calling JJ the best player on the team, like last season and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Just saying stuff. And then Matt, he bringing up our past conversations about like what JJ can do points wise. And I think that before JJ got hurt, he started to kind of show more towards what I thought that he can do. You know what I'm saying? He was kind of working it out was where it's like, okay, I can kind of just, go get this bucket. I can do this or whatever. But with that being said, JJ coming into the league, whatever age that was, 19, whatever it is, his defense wasn't there. The reasons why Nate and why even people get mad about wasn't playing him because the defense wasn't there. The awareness, the IQ, where he needed to be, all that stuff was not there. Y'all are still talking about flaws with JJ. We already with Zach ranking him like basically top 2, top 3, or whatever defensively on the team as a young rookie coming into the league. You feel me? So that's like a very high notch even towards him because there's more to the game. I know everybody get caught up with JJ's ability to just get the ball and like kind of play make and do stuff though, but it's a lot more to the game. And also too, remember this as well. I know everybody talking about, kept bringing up, Juan was saying everything, and y'all saying like JJ put people in the casket. Okay, like how many times though until somewhat recently, within like maybe at the most the season's full lift season's time, like considering like towards the end of last year and like this season or whatever until he get hurt, but prior to that we all seen JJ be indecisive at the rim, like not finishing stuff and everything. You like, man, just dunk that thing. You feel me? So
that's
with
true.
Zach,
That's true.
there's no indecisiveness. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just if you can now. That's not even a question with Zach of being indecisive at the rim or something like that. Like, no. And then you take it to a next level higher. You know what I'm saying? It's like this young man can finish with either hand. JJ wasn't coming in with either hand around the rim or something like that. I don't even know if he doing that now. You know what I'm saying? Still or whatever, to the extent that Zach is showing at such an early age. Okay, what we see and we was getting happy about with JJ, well, not me, but some fans was. But Larry remember me saying it. I was like, man, JJ should already have that crap. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. And then Larry remind me like, well, he just grew. You know what I'm saying? This and that. I'm like, okay, whatever. Cool. He just grew. But still though, what we see JJ was working on in off season, what he was basically working on, like pivot moves, right, Larry, and stuff like that. People seeing the highlights. What do Zach already have at 19 coming to this game, and you see the footwork and stuff there and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like all you got to do is add the size. You know what I'm saying? The strength, like, because he got the size. He probably taller than JJ. You know what I'm saying?
He's about an inch taller. He's about an inch taller.
If anything equal, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't no height thing. You feel me?
Yes,
really,
he is.
So
he's taller than he listed.
So if he fills out like muscle wise to get a little stronger, that's going to help a lot of his dribbling because JJ ain't necessarily, you know what I'm saying, tween cross rocking folks and stuff like that. JJ just big enough that you can't reach through him and take the doggone ball. You feel me? Or whatever. And then yes, he can do a little move off of that or whatever. But like, you know what I'm saying? That's a skill, though. He'll work and get that and catch that, bro. So like in a few years, bro, like, man, Zach about to be so crazy, man. It's about to be retarded, man. Like, I hope y'all as Hawks fans are really ready for, like, I'm telling you, man, what this young man gonna be, man, once he fill out though. But anyway, what up, Jay?
I just want to. Can I just say something real quick to that point?
No, let Jay go,
well,
man.
Jay just came home.
How's everybody doing tonight?
I didn't know Jay.
What's up,
Jay?
Everybody good. It's a pleasure to be on the stream tonight.
Doing good, buddy.
How you doing?
Like, so I'm gonna tell you guys this, right? Because I think that's legit. I think both players are tremendous. I haven't seen the number one potential from either guy. I think they're both good second and third options around the Trey Young or around the point guard or someone that can really score the ball. But what I will say is like, again, like some of you know, I live in Houston and I went to the game here on Tuesday. And it's one thing to hear about Zach's work ethic. It's another thing to see it. So I had the pleasure of sitting behind his dad. Like, I mean, me and his dad actually exchanged the high five on one play where I was screaming Zach should have got an N1. Dad's a really good dude. But I want to point something out. At halftime, he was out 3 minutes before any player on either side, and he was on the block working on just straight moves, up and unders, just different pivot moves. He hit like 6 or 7 different moves, like at least 5 for sure, in succession. Like he had a calculated plan of what he was working on coming out of shooting range. It wasn't just casual shooting. And it was some of the 5 smoothest up and under kind of triple threat on the block work I've seen. So I think when he gets stronger, it's definitely going to be something, especially if he keeps working. I mean, my girl took me to the game. I told her he's 19 now, but like, you know, if he keeps working at that rate, he's going to be something. So he still needs to get stronger. With JJ, I mean, I watched a lot of his offseason tape where he was working with Coach. And like you said, Mike, it was a lot of block work. But I think the reason why he was working on a lot of block work and what we saw is we have to go back to with the scouting report on Jalen Johnson when he came into the league. Like, JJ came into the league as a transition player. And the thought process was if the Hawks can turn him into a half-court player, then they have an all-world talent on their hands. Yeah. Because his move, his advantage is really in transition. But in the half-court, that's where he creates his advantages. So for me, with Jalen Johnson, for me with Jalen Johnson, the big development in his game is going to be confidence with his jump shot. If he can get very consistent in that mid-range and just hit his set shots for threes where it sets him up to where he's either taking the very open 3 or attacking the closeout, he's going to be a top-tier player. But like, I mean, at 6'10", with his size and strength, he's not gonna be a guy that you get a ball to in triple threat and does the 20-20 stuff. But he does have that in his bag. He processes the game very quick. I think the Hawks more or less are putting the ball in his hands this year to develop him into a more rounded player as a guy, like kind of like how you see with like Ben Simmons or what Dyson has assumed. In some of these games where like, okay, you're going to be the guy with the ball in your hand, secondary after Trey. You have to get everybody else involved in the attack downhill. So I think that both of those two guys would be great. I think, you know, obviously Zach off the ball and being able to create and attack off closeouts is his strong suit. But if Jalen gets the jump shot, the sky's the limit. I mean, like, if he just gets the consistent post up and one, his physicality is going to be next level. So I don't really.
But listen to what you said though. All right, my fault. Just to rebuttal slightly, and I know Matt will be with me on this or whatever though. But everything you said, I agree about JJ. But the thing is that JJ is older, and but again, I just want to. I don't know if you heard me say this at the beginning. This is not like trying to choose one or the other. I think some people kind of just, did that by default anyway or whatever. It's just talking or whatever, like especially like levels of where they at. I think fast forward, if you could equal them out age wise and experience wise.
Talk to you guys later, guys.
I just get all right, bees, Ryan. But I don't know. I just get really excited to think about what Zachary, because everything you're saying about if JJ can get the shot. Okay, JJ was developing that shot and that was coming along, and it looked great for us. But with Zach, all he got to do is really just grow up, bro. Like, he's 19 years old. Young man, just grow, become a man or whatever. And then because he foresight listen about the work ethic part.
I'm with you.
I just think that like the skill, the footwork, the shot, stuff like that and everything. And then once he fill out in size, whatever, that ball handling is gonna get way better, y'all. It's gonna get way better. Because the main thing is that, like, my fault, Jay, real quick, is just the main thing is that it's easy to get like just through and up on Zach. It's just too easy, man. It's just way too easy. You feel me? Because like I told you, JJ ain't crossing folks and stuff like that. He ain't rocking people doing next ones. Like, he got handle and control of the ball, but it's not necessarily like you know what I'm saying, doing them, you know what I'm saying? But it's like you reach in on JJ, you catching the shoulder, you know what I'm saying? He can protect the ball, and then he'll move around off of that. Zach got a escape dribble, and it's his whip around behind the back kind of move that he kind of like to do. But the thing is that he's so skinny and stuff like that. It's just a little tad like off of him protecting the ball and kind of getting to it in certain situations or whatever. So as he developed that and get better at that, bro, like Zach, no man, the boy gonna take off, man. Like,
I agree.
But
I just find it funny
Hey,
that
who was that was putting their shoulder? Who was that was putting their shoulder into Zach and driving him under the basket?
Kuzma.
I'm not sure, but
he still played good defense on those plays, though. At least the one that I can remember. Because
no, that's fine. But see, what Zach needs to do when people do him like that, beat the snot out of him. If he gonna put his shoulder in your chest like
that's
that,
not the game, John. That's not the game.
yes, it is the game.
I'm gonna say
That's game no more, man.
Yeah, hey, ask Detroit and the Timberwolves tonight whether that was a game or not.
You tell me how valuable getting 6-game suspensions is this late in the year. I mean, that'd be my.
Who gonna get a 6-game suspension?
At this point,
ain't nobody gonna get no
6-game
suspension for that.
But John, he still plays great defense still on that, considering everything.
No, it's still a good challenge. That's what Mike is saying. It's a good
challenge.
I
understand the challenge part, but the man gets the shot off after driving him under the basket and knocking him complete out of bounds because the referee is not calling the offensive foul.
What I was saying is
the referee not calling.
The only thing I wanted to say to Mike's point before we go is like
talking about a 6-game suspension. Don't nobody kill him.
I think
it's the end of the year.
Between Jalen and Zach are very similar prospects. I don't really care the fact that Jalen Johnson is 21, 22. He's made massive improvements in his game from college. A lot of that is maturity of self. It's not really like but they're similar prospects. So if I were to if they were both in the draft, I probably would lean more towards Jalen because I definitely believe Zach is more of a perimeter player and the shooting is special or could be special. But it's just the reality is like Jalen Johnson can just do more on the court that impacts winning. And like with Jalen Johnson, I definitely believe he has room to grow as a defender, but I think it's more off the ball as a weak side shot blocker. I think on the ball he was fine. He gets his hands up more. I think that like on ball stuff, like I've seen him, especially last year where they would throw him on Giannis because they didn't need his offense as much. Like I think he's still trying to toe that line of being a true two-way player. And it's obviously easier to be a two-way player as the fourth or fifth option than it is as the first or second. I don't want that to get lost. Like when Jalen Johnson was like the fourth or fifth guy on the roster, he was pretty solid on defense on both ends. But it's like you got to be good on defense and bring it on offense. I just think it's more off the ball stuff for Jay. I think on the ball, he's kind of a terror matchup, and it's harder to match up with him in transition and in the half court. So, I mean, like, both guys are tremendous players. It's not an either or thing. It's just if they were both in the draft at 19 years old today, I would lean Jalen Johnson as a prospect over Zach, even though Zach seems to be a little bit more polished as a player at 19. I think it's just more of a maturity thing, not necessarily a skill level thing. And, like, if you go back and look at the big boards, even though Jalen fell to us at 19, the only reason why he fell to us at 19 was because of the off-the-court stuff. It's like those big boards had him firmly as the number 3-4 player in his class. So,
hey, I know. I disagree on the skill. I let Matt. Yeah, you take over.
I think I always value shooting. I think that's a premium. So, like, I'm going to take Zach over Jalen because of the shoot. If I have to choose. Because of the shooting.
Should I go out to see
It's not about
the
choosing.
Off ball, his ability off ball, like I think it's higher than Jalen's is off ball. The footwork, I think his footwork is better around the rim than Jalen's. So like I think the skill level is a little bit higher than Jalen's.
Finishing with both hands, left hand.
Yeah, like I like Jalen. I just think Jalen I don't think he has like 2 potential on a championship team. I don't. I think Zach has 2, possibly 1, if he can grow into his body, 1 on a championship team. I just don't see that ceiling for Jalen.
I just want to say this real quick. It's a good problem to have. I think Murray's talked about it. I think others have talked about it. To have this type of problem where you got 2 good promising.
I be trolling you, Larry.
It's really good.
You keep talking.
It's all right. You good?
Like,
Here's my thing, and it kind of goes full circle because this is what me and Foot were kind of arguing about earlier. This is the reason why I don't trade Trey. Like, he finally has guys that he can trust little by little with the ball in his hands, and he's beginning to let them, hey, all right, guys, you do your thing. I understand what Alien is saying. I wish Trey would do it more, but it's like I think Quinn is coaching him to say, hey, keep developing the young guys, keep deferring to them, because when they get to that point, you won't have to work as hard anymore. You can give it to Zach and let him play and create. You can give it to Jalen in the post, and he can create in the half court. You can give it to Dyson when you need rest, and he can go and penetrate and pass the ball out. Like, we got like three very I'll even say Okongwu is an underrated passer. That's one thing about Okongwu I'm impressed by is his passing in the post. Like, he's a really good passer. So, man, I got to respect
and his defense and the shooting and just all around.
I don't want him to get lost, though.
All
I don't want to get lost. Neither Jalen or Zach to me screams number one guy on the title. I think they're both
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't think either one is
Trey. They're not number one.
I disagree, man. I think you just looking at this new age.
It's not about replacing Trey as the number one.
I see you, Cool.
Bro, if you give me,
it's not about replacing Trey as the number one option. It's about us being balanced enough to say, hey, we can run the offense through Jalen because he can throw a lob just as good as Trey if you want to run kind of sets like that. Or attacking the basket or throw a cross court pass to set up because he's in my opinion, I haven't seen Zachary Risacher get double teamed yet. Okay.
Or run a pick and roll.
Exactly. So we can recognize what he is. I agree. I agree that Zach is way more advanced than what Jalen was at 19. Okay. I do agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that if I have my mind's eye, if I see Jalen Johnson and what I think he can be, I don't call him light-skinned LeBron for a reason. You can have all that, this, that, and the third. If I have a player that is going to bulldoze his way and cause fouls, I mean, I'm just talking on the offensive end. If you want to talk about hitting shots and stuff like that, yes, okay. If I have a guy that's 240 coming downhill and can pass really good or go to the cup and draw the foul, I don't need him to really come down tween, spin,
exactly,
all that crap.
20-5 without a
I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't need that. I need him to be light-skinned LeBron. I need him to go downhill.
I just don't understand.
And attack the basket.
It's gonna be Zach in a few years, though. Like, y'all do not understand how Zach is going to be.
This is what I'm telling you. Look, as long as we have the structure like we have, Mike. Unless now, if Zach, I know he's going to grow into his body, but how we are structured right now, he's the third option. Okay.
Yeah,
not next year. He won't be next year.
Right now, can we get off
next year? Well, but
if y'all talking right now, you're right, man.
You got to think about what coach
you talking about right now.
Y'all not even thinking about the coach.
Well, but like even with the coach, like
Quinn might not be here in 3 years.
Hey, real quick, we pushing up on
together. Mike Slick trying to put them against each other. See, that's what Mike doing. See, that's why he got that chest cat smile. No. Yes, you did. Because if he wasn't trying to get him head to head like that, that's how we're going. I think both of these guys are vital to try to get Trey Young over the hump. Because you're going to have a dynamic guy like Zachary Risacher who can hit his shots, also cut to the basket with either hand. You know what I'm saying? That's something that Klay Thompson could never do. You know what I'm saying? Klay Thompson didn't go in the paint. Klay Thompson may have dribbled the ball 50 times in his career. You know what I'm saying? In Golden State. So
yeah, I hate the Klay Thompson.
Please don't compare him to. I hate that comparison. He is not Klay Thompson at all.
Fair.
He's Zachary Risacher.
Hey, real quick, let Kool-Aid get in, then we're gonna go around the table.
Yeah.
Hey man, I forgot to give y'all my.
I want everybody to put that just for you, C1. Everybody put their hand together like a prayer hand. And the reason I'm saying this because we better hope JJ can stay healthy.
Yeah, that's real.
He might be gone.
That's real.
If he have another third year where he's gonna miss 40 games, it's over for JJ. So
now that's real. Now, Kool-Aid, I would definitely agree with you on that.
Let's hope that's real, man. Now, I'm a JJ fan. They two different players. JJ was my power player. I wanted to see him from day one. I know y'all the ones who say that, but I wanted to see him from day one because I wanted to be entertained. And I know he was already. I saw JJ to do two things that made me. And it was a LeBron James type thing. One was that he jumped from the free throw line, within the free throw line, okay, to slam the ball. And he tracked down a defender from behind and stuck it on the board. Like a LeBron James type thing. Now, he was already taking lobs off the backboard from Cooper when he came into the league.
I remember that preseason game.
Okay. I was happy about all of that. I wanted to see that because one reason I wanted to be what? Entertained. I know JJ was going to entertain. It wasn't about the defense and that. I just was excited about his offense. But words to say. But as of for right now, for the Zach thing, what I love about Zach, and I always say it. Now, one thing Zach, and one thing I criticize Zach for, not being able to catch and shoot the ball, what we brought him to here for, which he did that very well tonight, and his problem with dribbling the ball. I have seen him have a lot of time getting the ball, trying to create his own shot, and he get picked several times. Now, as him being a young man, them are two easy things to practice on to get better. If that dude learned to dribble when Trey give up the ball, he will be the next man to go and get a score, to go and get what we need when Trey get blitzed, when Trey get triple. Because y'all, I'm saying it like this: it's no NBA team every game, from coaches to players, when they come to play the Hawks, they in the locker room and they saying, you know, we got to go play Trey, right? The coach is saying, y'all know we got to go play Trey, right? Y'all know how we got to do it. We got to keep the ball out of hand, or we got to blitz them and try to let somebody else beat us. They do that night in and night out. And guess what? The first thing they test Zach. When I was at the New York game, when Zach put up his first 30 points, guess what they did? They did exactly that. Trey kicked it out to him. He hit his first three. Kicked it out to him again. He hit his second three. After that, it was all downhill. Zach just got hot. He was where he was supposed to be.
Hey, cool. I don't mean to interrupt, but
okay.
We're on twice.
Now, I'm going to stop. Now, if Zach can bring that and can grow with those two things, practice on dribbling, practice on shooting, Zach will be an all-star. He would be an all-star. He would get where he could average 25. At his height, he can probably end up with 25 and 10 rebounds a game and maybe get triple-doubles with assists the way he can pass the ball. And I'm telling you, he could be the next all-star on the Hawks. If not next year, maybe his second year. That's what I got to say about Zach. He just got to go in now and get into the clinic and work those two things, and he'll be a bad boy.
All right, appreciate it, Kool-Aid. Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead. Your last final words.
Man, I just think we're in a good spot. Like I said a couple weeks ago, I think the Hawks have three guys that could be the number 2 option. I don't know who ultimately wins the battle. I think, everybody just goes into the summer, commits to getting 1% better or just to come back better. I think we'll be fine. Like, we clinched the play-in spot today. Like I keep telling y'all, there's no difference outside of an extra home game between 7 and 8 playing. I want to play Boston just so we can go up against a title team and they can just see it. Just see it going into the offseason. You get your face kicked in, you just do. But, like, that's just the reality. Let's get some experience. It was a developmental year. I think by and large, regardless of what happens here on out, as long as you make the playoffs, the season was a success. Let's get healthy. We got flexibility going into next year. Let's hope the Kings, stay in this play-in race or make the play-in so we can get a lottery pick in, maybe consolidate them picks, and go in the offseason with some money and some flexibility, and let's see what they do. But we're in a good spot. I think today there's no debate that the Hawks have set themselves up for success for the future. Like Foot says, the direction we're heading right now is probably the best we've ever had, probably since like the Dominique Wilkins days. I mean, next year we could win 50-something games. Let's just see what they do. But yeah, that's all I got.
All right. What's up? What you got, Larry?
Me?
We were talking about this in the chat. And I do agree. Foot kind of agrees also. When Trey Young is more a facilitator than scorer, our team has more balance. And I feel like if Zach and Jalen take that jump, along with Dyson, and I know that's gonna, tilt Matt. You see, he just rubbed his eyebrow. But I feel like Dyson and Zach got the highest basketball IQ on this team, and it's not really even close. They don't make bad basketball plays for the most part. Both of them are young; they're still learning. But they don't make stupid basketball plays. They play smart IQ basketball. And to the point, I do have to give Quinn credit for actually whatever confidence boost he gave to Dyson. I don't know what he said. I don't know if he hypnotized him or what. But his first step, at least off the backups or whoever he's playing against, when Trey Young go off, his first step attacking the basket, getting people wide open shots, or laying them up, or the spin-a-rooney. The spin-a-rooney is undefeated. If he go left, drive, spin around to the right, that's a bucket.
You mean the Dyson spin?
He's not overextending himself. He's not doing stupid things. He's not taking shots just for the heck of it because I got to get my shots up. Or he's not throwing passes to get on ESPN. So I just look at it like as a unit, yes, Zachary Risacher and JJ definitely have the highest potential on this team. But to get where we ultimately want to be, this offseason, 3 players are going to have, really 4. Everybody that's around Trey are going to have to, put in that work. And, I love what Jay was talking about with that coming out early. We already hear the things about him. First at practice, last to leave. That's some Kobe stuff.
Mamba mentality.
And I don't want you guys, it's not talk. A lot of people talk it. That kid walking it. And when I say, you can never judge, you know what I'm saying? You can critique how they play, this and the third, every game, but you can't critique the heart and the mentality of what he has, his work ethic. You know what I'm saying? And people take that as, oh, well, you just don't believe him, so you just gonna say he's a hustle guy or whatever. No, you can't judge how this kid's gonna come out and make sure that he gets better. You know what I'm saying? people talk about it. They talk about getting better. You know what I'm saying? They talk about, I'm gonna do this. He's showing the tendencies of what a Kobe Bryant would do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the first one there. I'm the last one to leave. I'm the first one coming out. Tony Gonzalez did that with the Falcons. When he came in, his drills, he catching 100 balls before
I mean
practice.
to cut you off.
Yeah, my bad. I'm getting Kool-Aid like. I'm done.
Go ahead, John.
Mr. Speaker, I wish to rise to object to a couple of points that have been made tonight. Number one, the constant mention of Zachary Risacher's age, of 19 years of age. When you put on a professional uniform and represent a professional team, the only saving grace you get is your first year as a rookie. No matter how old you are, they selected you to come on the team because they thought you had something to add to the team. We've seen this young man grow by leaps and bounds during this year, as I have enumerated earlier, and he has shown you more flash, more dash, more potential than a JJ at 19 years of age. Second thing, you saw what the Milwaukee Bucks were doing to us in the first half, as well as during the game. Giannis was coming down the court like a runaway dump truck with no brakes, running into folk, knocking them over, sweeping them out of the way. And we took that whole first quarter. We cannot take that. And Larry knows what I typed in the comments and paid money for his computer to say during the game. If that man comes down through there, what you getting out the way for? Why you swinging at it? You knock the cinnamon toast out of him when he goes to the basket. The same way they do us. All I heard tonight and all I've been hearing ever since I've been up here, that when we try to match energy with other teams, we want to, we don't want to get suspended. We don't want to get a foul, but we'll take them like champs. Now, I don't know if you guys saw the end of the game, but did anybody from the Milwaukee Bucks come over to shake our hand and dap us up after we beat them? Not one of them. Double O went into the prayer circle.
Yeah.
God bless
But none of them, Mary, you saw that?
Yeah, I saw that.
None of them, because we beat them. It is not necessary for us to like our opponents. Let's stop that right now. You are in the Eastern freaking Conference. They will tenderize your rear end like a Delmonico steak if they can do it and get away with it. And we have to start doing the same thing. We made our shots. We scored. But I still remember this Miami game. And we got to go up to Brooklyn and play Brooklyn. Or is it the Knicks? One of them New York teams. They all look alike.
It's both. It's both of them.
Both of them.
Okay, we got to go play two New York teams. And I'm telling you, you are in the Eastern Conference. And I sit up here and I look at this every freaking night. Whenever we play anybody in our division or in our conference, they try to beat us to death. Referees not saying anything. We always getting the calls against us. When are we, as a team, going to get rough, going to get tough, knock some people down the same way they've been doing us for the past 6 freaking years. And the tech that Quinn got tonight, that was one of the softest technical fouls I've ever seen a coach get.
He ain't get the tech, man.
It was Trey that got it.
Trey got it.
It was Trey that
the way that Bob Rathman was hollering today, I thought they both got it. But he didn't even get the tech.
Yeah. And
Trey Young, the man Compton went up under that man's foot. Clear as day. Went up under him clear as day. Trey just sat there. And I don't blame him. Now, a lot of people talk about what Trey Young says and what he does and how he acts after fouls and things of this sort. He was justified then. If I had a ball in my hand, I'd have busted him in the head with it from where I was sitting on the floor. Because you cannot continue to take stuff like that. As a basketball team, you can't do that. And be expected, because the thing is, they real ready to come shake your hand after they done blowed you out by about 20 points after beating you up and down the court. Oh yeah, they love to dap up the Hawks. The Hawks give good dap. Pause.
We do. That's why I say no soft fouls, because they're gonna call it a foul anyway. No soft fouls. I just want to throw that into this conversation.
And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be through. If you gonna foul somebody, Hawks, give them a foul to call. Don't get called for no ticky-tack foul. I want to see that joker arm laying on the floor after the foul is called.
What?
But y'all see Draymond Green snatch Vic out the air in there.
Yeah, the way that we get beat up. See, that's the thing. We will get beat up. I'm done. I just had to get that out. Cause see, man, that frustrates me.
I agree with John, but the one thing I did like is that we had some fight. Like Damon said earlier, you have Niang and Man, and they ain't scared of nobody.
Love Niang.
We haven't really had those type of veterans since Solomon Hill in the Eastern Conference Final. Like, we haven't had veterans that stick up for our young players and say, man, we ain't taking that crap from y'all. Matter of fact, we'll give it right back just as good as we get it. So I'm glad that we have like Niang and Man, guys that are tough and got dogs in them and ain't going to allow us to get bullied around. So that's great to see. I'm so happy the direction of this team. Like Foot said, that's why I'm chill. Like, I want us to make the playoffs because I want it to be a really good icing on the cake to say, hey, well, after all the injuries and stuff we went through, we made it. Even if we do get kind of swept, I still like, hey, we made it. We can build off that. And so I'm proud of Zach. I really hope he gets Rookie of the Year because, like Larry said, he got that Mamba mentality, man. Like, he's humble with it. He's hungry and humble, and that's what you want from the number 1 overall pick. And that's really, I think it was a blessing in disguise that Alex Sarr didn't want to come to Atlanta because we wouldn't have gotten that mentality from him. We got it with Zach for sure. So it really was a blessing in disguise. His agent said, don't come here. All right, good. Just waste your way in the Wizards, bro. Peace. We got ourselves a great freshman right here. Shout out to Dyson again. I pray he gets Defensive Player of the Year too, and MIP. One, it validates, that trade. Love to see Matt's face when it happens. Can't wait to see JJ back next season. Like the Kongwu more and more, even though he did his best to hold his ground against Giannis. Giannis is Giannis.
We might got some background noise.
Yeah, I'm here. But and the other last thing, but not least, I hear what Foot's saying about, hey, I just need him to be more efficient and be more effective passing. But I can't really say that Trey hasn't done it this season. Like, yeah, he gets back into bad habits and he sometimes does dumb stuff. But it's like John said, when you've been pushed to play a certain way for so long and then your coach just changes it mid through your career, it's going to take a minute for you to adjust to it and say, all right, I got to change my game. And he's changed it. I mean, this is the first time. He is averaging his career high in assists based off Quinn changing his mentality. So I expect this to be better even next year because Zach, Jalen, and them are going to all be healthy and they're going to be more developed. So I say this, man, we're going to be fine. Larry, I see you. I told you. What I tell you in the chat? Dynasty. This team could be a dynasty. This team could be a dynasty. If everybody is healthy and everybody was with one accord, we could be a dynasty. I just call it like I see it. But I'm done. And I thank you guys. I appreciate it. I gotta go. Y'all forgive me for over talking a little bit. Y'all, I'll see how passionate. So forgive me.
Now, we'll see. Like, go ahead. We passed 2 hours now. Go ahead, Matt.
All right.
I mean, I'll address John another show, but it's kind of hard, John, to be that physical, aggressive team that you want when you look at a situation like with Trey, where he clearly got fouled and it clearly violated the landing rule, and he ended up getting a technical foul out of the situation. So when you look at, and then man got ejected. So when you look at those situations and then you're like, well, be the aggressor, be more physical, knock dudes out. It's kind of hard to, like, you know what I'm saying, reconcile that between. But anyway, I like where we are as a team. I think we're headed definitely in the right direction. As I said, you know, I think Landry feels time is going to prove him to be, you know, a great GM. I think he has a very good eye for talent. I think he can find the right players that Quinn needs for his system. And we're finally, Mike says, play the right way. But we're seeing a paradigm shift, right, between like heliocentric Trey basketball and more traditional basketball where we're playing more through the wing. You know, we have wing scorers we could give the ball to. So I think like getting Zach up to speed where we can depend on him more offensively, it will get the ball out of Trey's hands, and we can finally have somebody to say, here you go. So Trey can play more of that traditional point guard role where it's not like he has to be the scorer and the decision maker every time we come down the floor. So the pendulum might swing, right? He may take a crazy three or he might make an incredible pass, but we're kind of, you know, waiting to see what he does because we're that dependent on him. When you move, you know what I'm saying, the weight of scoring off of him, give it to the wing, then that makes him back, that gets him back in the traditional point guard role. So, like, as Zach gets better, it gets stronger, gets more confident in his ability to create his own shot and not so much as a play finisher and can get more in the playmaker role, like, I just like where we're ascending to. So I say this, I've been saying this for weeks. I think playing Cleveland is a better, more strategic, you know, way to go than playing Boston. Like, I feel like we can have tangible things to come away from the Cleveland series. I think we have a couple matchups we can win. And that, not saying we're going to win the series, we're going to lose no matter who we play. But you want to have, as they say, redeeming qualities from a series, you know, situation. So, like, I think we can have redeeming qualities come from that Cleveland series and say, okay, we can go into the summer with real momentum, right? As opposed to going against Boston, where it's like they're so much more talented than us. Like, it's nothing we can do. And then we'll get in here, we'll get divisive, and oh, it's Quinn's fault or oh, it's Trey's fault. When at the end of the day, we just the talent disparity between us and Boston is just so high. It's nothing anybody could do. But anyway, I like where we're headed. We're headed down the right path. Continue Quinn ball, continue the system build out, and we'll be good. Finals 2026. Well, that would be 27. So spring 27. So fall 2026. That's our pathway.
All right, cool. Go ahead, Mary. Because Kool-Aid, I'll let you go first. Go ahead,
All right.
Mary.
I think that sky's the limit for the Hawks. I think that we're looking like we're going in the right direction. Credit to Quinn credit to Landry for being able to put together a good team, one with good parity. I also want to thank Kool-Aid for lifting up the prayers for the health of JJ because we definitely need it. So just like you did when you was a little Hawksters, eat your vitamins and say your prayers for JJ. I think that if we stay healthy, that's the key thing. If we stay healthy, when we come into the season next year, we're a hard team to beat because we have strength on the wings, we'll have strength at the guard positions, we'll have size, and depending on what we get over the summer, Hopefully, we'll have a 7-footer somewhere that can help us with that size. I hope that's the number one thing on our list, actually, of things to get. In terms of making the playoffs, I think making the playoffs would be a great thing for us to come out of the play-in and make the playoffs if we have to go that route. And yes, I would rather see Cleveland than Boston. I'm in agreement with Matt a little bit because I think that Boston puts up way too many three-pointers for us to even contend with, especially with the weakness of our perimeter defense. I think that we have some matchup possibilities with Cleveland, and I also think that Cleveland are a bunch of pretenders. I think that they're set to be beat early. So I would rather play Cleveland than Boston, and at least give us a chance to experience a few wins and not to be swept out of the playoffs, and possibly even win the series. Yeah, I said it. Possibly even win the series because I don't have any trust in Cleveland being able to do anything in the playoffs. They just don't seem like a good playoff team to me. As far as moving toward the future in the draft or in free agency, we got to get a 7-footer. We got to get somebody who can give us a little more physicality up in the front court, and we need to get JJ back. I need my rebounder back, and hopefully he works on his defense, and hopefully he works on his half court offense. If we can get growth in all of our players in the places where they need growth, I think that we're going to be a really hard team to beat, not just next year, but for the foreseeable future.
All right. So I'll go real quick. Yeah, and we started off this show. I know I talked about we did what we were supposed to do. Wasn't throwing no confetti. I mean, some folks, a lot of folks in the chat and stuff on the panel act like I'm supposed to be hip hip hooray or whatever. It's like this with me. My expectations are different than most of y'all. I have high expectation no matter who's on the floor on this team. Because number one, I root for the Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks. Been rooting for them since mid-70s. So I don't have to give nobody credit if I don't want to. I mean, is there a rule for that? And that, keep calling me a hater or whatever. But I spend a lot of money in this franchise. And I have my opinion. That's the way it is. But I don't care. But at the same time, like I always say, I like what we're building here. And here's my thought. I don't like the idea. A lot of people keep saying build around a player, this and that, and somebody with Trey or whatever. And y'all call me a hater for it, but I don't care. I'm going to want to build a team where the sum of all parts is great good, for the greater good. Because with teams, you have, I think somebody mentioned matchups, right? Some matchups we'll win, some matchups we won't. It's simple as that. But like Mike always said, I want NBA basketball players, with size. And even with this, somebody pointed out Trey Young stats when I started talking about, I wasn't even talking about him, I was talking about the team win tonight. But I don't care about them stats, man. If we're in the play-ins every year, I don't care. Y'all can miss me with that. Miss me with those individual stats. Hey, great for them. But it's okay. So don't try to hit me with no individual stats when my team sucks. I don't want to hear all that. That's me, personally. And I don't have to think like y'all. But we're building a team. And I like what we're doing. I think that the future, this offseason, is going to be huge for the Hawks. I think there's going to be some things that change. And I wish y'all stop talking about options on this team. Who's the number one option, number two, number two? See, any given night, it should be anybody, in my opinion, if you build the right team. Right? If you build a team that's that are so focused on a player, no matter who we get, that's a problem. If that player goes down. Look at Milwaukee. Giannis didn't have nobody to spread it off to, to get his, to go downhill. Because we doubled and triple teamed him, he couldn't get off. because he had nobody for a release valve. So I like what we're doing, and I want us to continue like we got flexible, like I wanted to, and we didn't go pick up no big free agents. We got a lot of money, and we're gonna see what we do. Who we draft, I don't care who, what position, or whatever, just long as they're athletic and play some defense, man. And that's about it, man. But some of y'all got to be all, a lot of y'all fans, y'all got to be okay with somebody else's opinion. And yeah, I want him gone still. It ain't personal. Hey, that's the way I'm talking basketball. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, man. Yeah, just happy to see Zach have a great game tonight, man. Hopefully, look forward to that. Hopefully, 8 more times, man. Hey, I don't know about, I think what Kool-Aid, somebody said that earlier, about 30 points each time or something. Like, I don't think that's happening. But hopefully we can get in the, well, we will be in the play-in, but win the play-in and get in the playoffs, because I want to see my boy have him a good game on that stage in the playoffs or something like that. I don't really care who we play or whatever. Just get there, man, so Zach can get him some playoff minutes. And then too, I got a feeling that like what Marion saying, him averaging 20 points. He'll love to see that averaging 20 points the rest of the season or whatever. Or I love to see him drop 30 plus in a playoff game. So we probably get 4 games in the playoffs. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not saying I don't know if everybody caught that or not, though. But anyway, at least one of those games I'd like for him to drop 30 in it, man. So that would just be great to see, because just the whole world and everything be focused on playoff games. And then of course just the intensity and high level basketball. He able to do that on that level and stuff like that. Play good or take his game to another level as well. That'd be a great sign to see. Of course, there's no knock against him if not, but it'll just be a great sign to see. But as far as like the Cavs playing the Cavs or something like that, man, I don't know, man. I really don't know. If I had to choose, honestly, I probably would choose Boston. Play Boston and just just shoot it out with them. Like, it is what it is. Like if you telling me that we gonna lose against any one of them anyway, I don't know. Well, then I guess in theory, I think it'll be
Play
better
the world champs
against Boston. Go against Boston because I mean that's what we do. We're a fast paced team. We want to get out and run. We want to shoot threes. I think we can do it, especially if we. I mean, it's just a matter of we hitting our shots, of course. But I mean, I don't know. Well, a key to against Boston, I think the main thing is like not just Trey, but in the sense, but Trey. But the thing is that Trey got to be able to just move the ball. Or be able to actually beat Al Horford. Like if he can't beat Al Horford, bro, like shoot, bro, it's definitely a wrap. Like it's gonna be a super duper wrap all day, every day. By that I mean by like, when we try and do screens and stuff like that, or they come trapping and doubling and Trey like to hold the ball. If Al out there sliding his feet with Trey, man, it's definitely just throw it all away. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if Trey's still just dribbling, holding the ball or whatever, then yeah, like throw it all away. But that would basically be the key. But I think if he can like basically beat that, like him and Al or whatever, and Trey, like I kind of I'd rather take us against them, because I mean you saw what happened against Houston when they ran double bigs, and the Cavs just gonna be that all day, every day with Mobley.
Yeah, you don't have the bigs for the Cavs, but you had the wings for the Celtics. I ain't even cut you off.
I mean, well, not even that, guys. I mean, I think this whole team is better than the.
Beat the best, we got to beat the best. Who cares do we play?
Either way, though, Mike,
play the next clown in black.
Their preferences. Would you guys say that this year team is better than that team that took Boston to 6? Like, what are we talking about?
Well, historically too, you never get swept by the Celtics. Like the Hawks always.
Even without JJ, this team this year is better than the team that faced the Boston Celtics.
Let's finish it. We 33 minutes over.
Yeah, I mean, you say that. Look, we talk a little bit backstage if y'all want to, but yeah.
Yeah, we can talk backstage. That's fine.
I just, yeah, I don't know. I think I might rather see Boston though, but the main thing though for me though is hopefully see Zach on that level. Then also too, I'm intrigued in seeing Dyson in playoffs as well.
I want to see Zach.
What are you intrigued about?
Let's talk about the playoffs backstage.
Yeah, we about to go backstage, man.
He said, "I know that trigger, Matt." What
I'm just saying, like,
are we
Dyson is going to lay Derek White up.
Hang
like
on. Let's put in the show so we can go.
Yeah, let me go ahead and end the show real quick. Hold on. Hey, chat, we appreciate you coming in. Go ahead and smash that like button on the way out.
I don't appreciate none of y'all talking about Dyson game either.
Hold on. When on this game?
Tuesday.
Tuesday night.
Tuesday.
All right.
Portland.
Hey, chat, we'll be back Tuesday night. Right now, we're going to go ahead and backstage. Let me
Portland.
I dropped the link, if y'all want to come, or we ain't got no spots. Yes, we do. I do. And joining the backstage. There we go. Thanks, Mike. All right. Peace out, fellas.
Peace.